YouTube. We are here. T. Fresh.
Chamaco.
Ready to go. Night 3. Technically night 2. Week 2. Night 3.
Yep.
We got Rocket League action coming your way. Tonight we're going to be featuring the Western Conference. Going to be some teams on the western side of North Carolina. So don't have as many ties out there, but I still know these teams. So pretty excited about this evening. Anytime you get to play soccer with cars.
It is a good time. Every single time that you can do it, it is a good time. Watching some games tonight. Hopefully they're even. Hopefully, we got some pretty good matches. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for a double flip, reset, musty, something, double tab, whatever, and then you hit the post and miss. I'm not asking for all that. But I am asking for even matches. Hopefully they can deliver.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's, just as always, format's going to be best of 5. So first team to get 3 wins is going to be the victor tonight. If we need overtime, we will go to overtime. And, just like Rocket League always does, first score wins, sudden death situation. So we're going to get rolling here just a few seconds. We got game 1 tonight is between Challenger Early College and Gaston Early College. Couple early colleges going at it tonight, game 1 here. Pretty excited about it.
Early on, yeah, for each.
So early college going early tonight. Boom, boom, bang, boom. We're going to be with the puns all night long here
Hopefully.
on VESL GG. We appreciate you guys checking things out. If maybe this isn't the area you want to watch, we got a couple other streams going on around the state. So definitely go check those out if you need to. But again, all the content for the high school esports coming at you from VESL GG. So game 1, let's get it rolling, Captain. Here we go.
All right, early on in the action, so Challenger easy against Gaston.
Gaston.
Yeah. So this one, I don't have my info right now. So most of the times I have like a little bit of info. I know some of the teams, but this time around I don't know. I don't have any details on the team. So let's see. I mean, we got C-Force, we got the Razor Raven, we got XP Wasp on the blue team of Gaston, and then
Ek is whack.
Ek is whack.
Ek is whack.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Ek.
Ek is whack.
Colin FN, and then
Works, maybe?
It works.
Something like that.
It works.
Either way, it's going to be a great match tonight as we almost have a goal right away here, 40 seconds into this first match. And we are getting shots on. Again, best of 5 series, so if you lose this first one, no big deal. We've got hopefully a good night of action coming your way.
Away with the ball. It's going to be a pass. Tried to hit the ball, but it was well blocked by Challenger having trouble going with the offense. But the thing is right now is strong. That was a pass off the back pass.
Yeah.
Luckily, collected and not allowed the attacker to actually get a shot on the net. It's going to be another ball into the center, up high. Good pressure by C-Force, and now in the ball. It's going to be on the midfield, and finally it's going to be Challenger EC going for the action. Maybe a little bit of a pass here. No, I'm sorry. It was actually Gaston Early College one attacking.
Yeah, just not a lot of action out of Challenger except for defensively. It's just been one of those situations where we're seeing hardly any offense, just nothing but defense. But that might get you in a situation where we can catch him over pursuit or whatever the situation may be. So we'll see how it plays out. 2 minutes in, no goals yet. A couple shots on goal, no big deal.
So still scoreless here, getting into the halftime of the game, basically.
Yeah, just keeping it in the corner, not really doing anything much with it. Just trying to, I guess everybody's trying to get their feet, get their pace, see kind of, nobody wants to make that first mistake, let that first goal in. When you're in these tight games and nobody's scored yet, it's kind of, you got to get a little nervous and you play a little complacent and just try to not make a mistake. And sometimes that ends up biting you, but then sometimes it ends up working out. So it just depends on, how you can counter anything that they're doing. As we got a little bit of a floater here right in front of goal. You knew that was going to be a goal. There's no way that Gaston was going to leave that ball sitting right in front of the goal like that. You know, great pass back there from from Racer Ray, but really all three of them getting involved on that pass to a goal. So.
Yeah, it all started with C-Force, and then Racer Ray was able to keep it up. I mean, many times you don't have to shoot into the net as long as you're able to keep it near the net, and then someone else can follow up. And then, I mean, it is a threes game, so if you keep that chain, that rotation tight, and you have someone paying attention to the ball, then you might be able to get that goal. So, I mean, good start by Gaston early college. They got the first one. Now you were mentioning, you know, mistakes. So Challenger, they might have to get a little bit crazy. Don't be too concerned about mistakes. Maybe you have to start putting, you know, some pressure and trying to get an offense, because if you're here just for the mistakes, I mean, to not make mistakes, you're not gonna get any goals.
No, here we go as Ekiswak is dribbling the ball up the court, but gets it knocked off there by C-Force. Does he get some pressure on? And we get another shot on goal there from Gaston. So Gaston really changing the game up a little bit, trying to put some pressure on Challenger as we let one in there. Gaston maybe was over pursuing a little bit. We got a nice little shot from Works. Looks like Racer Ray was going to get some boost and just had two misses there by C-Force and XP was D, something like that. But either way, tied up. Got a minute 20 to go. Still anybody's game, obviously, because we're tied. But yeah, that hasn't really seen anything other than the Gaston pressure. It was kind of late there in that second half, if you will, of the game.
So 1 minute remaining here. Almost 1 minute remaining. Both teams tied here. And it's going to be C-Force now going for another pass. Razor Wave was a little bit too close to that one, so he couldn't actually get to the ball. XP waiting patiently. I like the patience. It is time to use the boost.
Pass.
Time to go for the attack. It was a great attempt. The ball a little bit too wide, but still, you know, they remain with the control of the ball. It's going to be Razor Wave over Works. Another pass here, another shot. This time around, he's whack, getting the nice clear, getting the ball away. But look at this, XP again with the control, going for the dribble across the goal line, and I mean, Gaston is not leaving the ball alone by any means.
No, yeah, Gaston County is definitely, Gaston Early College is definitely controlling the ball for sure. Problem is they're just like we saw there. They've got two guys on one, and when you get that, you're going to have somebody maybe knock the other player off or the ball off in the wrong way. Might get a pinch, but right now it's just not been working out for them. As it looks like we're going to be heading to overtime unless we get some late goal here by either one of these teams. As we got a shot of it. There it is. Racer Wave with a shot at the end. How did that? Was the time not over?
I've seen it many times. I knew it. That's why I was like, woo! I've seen that goal many times. The ball, I mean, if it hits the ground before it's the 0 second time, it keeps going. So it hit the ground, then it was the 0 second on that point. You know, it marked the 0 second, but it was already in the air.
Yeah.
So
I guess so. I thought it was one of those things where it was gonna be like, all right, whatever, it's over. But
no.
Gaston Early College taking the win there in game one tonight. They had more pressure. They pressured the ball. They didn't play back. They didn't do anything that was overly crazy with dribbles or anything like that. They just had constant pressure, attacking as a unit, rotating really well. That's what got them that first goal. Mm-hmm. And then the second goal, as we saw there, they just got set up. We had a guy coming out of goal and just shoots it all the way down the lane, and it got lucky and rolls in.
Well, I wouldn't say lucky. He actually, had the idea. It was well placed in that situation. The only thing I'm going to mention is, well, in this case, Challenger decided to push too much forward. In the last second, they said, well, time is over. Let's try to go for it, and it didn't work out. You gotta pay attention to that last second because it is deadly.
Absolutely. So we're going to get game two going here right in just a few seconds. We're going to keep this action rolling tonight here on VESL GG. Again, taking care of the Western Conference. Game two here for Gaston Early College and Challenger EC as we got game one going to Gaston Early College. But hey, this is a new game. Challenger, come on out and see what you can do and see if you can't get back in this matchup tonight.
And I'm liking it. I mean, it's even. It's very close. At least the first one was. And now on the second one, we get an early goal. This time around was. I mean, he didn't have that much in the tank. He wasn't. No. He actually went for the pass with whatever happens.
Oh.
But I mean, it wasn't a pass, it actually became a shot because of the fake. The fake was good enough to let the ball go in.
Yeah, I didn't see that fake originally, but I saw Racer Rave coming in there late, and the defenders went right to him, thinking he was going to, redirect it or bounce it a certain way. And I don't know if he missed or if it was a fake, whatever. And then the ball just was on a trajectory. It rolled right in. So, again, nice little goal there by Gaston Early College to get on the board early. 20 seconds. We get a nice little shot over the goalie by C-Force. That is a tough shot to defend. As a goalie, I prefer to play in the goal. That's a tough one. When you get somebody to lift that ball right there, you can't get up fast enough unless you're just lightning on the buttons and you got a little bit of luck, honestly, to get into that area. Something down low is okay, but when you're up in the 90s and up on that middle crossbar, it is tough to get to that very quickly.
100% agree with you on that one. And now it is time for Challenger to actually get something going, but no. They're not going to get anything going. It's going to be WASP or XP. I'm going to say call him XP.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Too fast, furious, going for the ball, getting the right angle, and bang, a 62 miles per hour goal. 3-0. I thought this was an even matchup. I thought they were pretty much on the same level, but Gaston said, nope. I mean, we are way harder than these guys.
XP on a two-piece. He needs one for a hat trick. Challenger obviously going to try to see if they can't do anything to keep that from going on. As we almost had a nice little pass going, but Rave said, no, not anymore. You're not going to keep doing that. As we see, Eck is whack getting a goal there for Challenger EC, making sure they're not going to run away with this. That's good. Good opportunity there to keep it close and not let it get out of hand as we go to 3-1 there for Gaston Early College and Challenger EC.
I like that goal. I like it a lot because, as you said, Eck kept the ball very close and then used that momentum to hit it hard and put the ball on the net. So 3-1, you would think we are halfway through the match or something. No, only 1 minute has gone by. This game is full-on offense in both ends, it seems, so far. So let's see how it continues.
This is one tactic I know that a lot of very high-level esports players use. It's one of those things that I actually love to not use because I think it can get you a goal, and maybe that's something that Challenger will be able to do. But on the start of a goal, everybody's going to go get boost except for that initial player, which again, that matches, that's normal. But if you get that lockup and you got somebody following right behind it, it's an easy goal. It is a fire in. So I understand why, but when you're down like this, you almost want to kind of hope for an easy goal so you don't have to work as hard and get over pursued like they've done in the past.
I see it, going for the cheat.
Yeah.
Going that way. I don't know if I said that one right. There's 3 words that sound very much like that, and I say that the wrong one every single time. Every single time. But I get what you're saying. Now, I'm agree with you on that one, and it's part of actually practicing. Practicing those kickoffs. You can't be just going for the same kickoff over and over and over. Switch it up a little bit and then have a surprise for your opponents, especially when you're down this way and you want to go and make the comeback.
Yeah, just sneak one in there, as that was almost a really nice shot on goal there for Challenger EC. But, obviously you can't do it right now because there's no start, but if you get one of those lockup moments early, that ball's just sitting there for the taking, and while they're going to get boost, you got a shot on it. I know it's a far-fetched, but here we go. Works. Getting them one step closer to the comeback here for Challenger EC as we go 3-2.
Making it work. There you go, guys.
There you go. Nice little shot there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. I mean, only 1 goal difference right now. And, I mean, the biggest thing also is that Gaston had all their goals on the first minute. After that, they haven't been able to keep up the offense. So it is Challenger putting the pressure right now all the time.
Flow.
Although that said, watch a double tap maybe. Oh, no pass. That was close by Razor Wave.
But now they're over pursued, so we need Challenger to get on the ball, I guess you could say. But they just didn't do it. C-Force wouldn't let them get that ball too far ahead, because it was a situation where all 3 of them were on their side of the field and were in the other direction with low boost. If they had a couple hits on it, you're looking at an easy goal, maybe a 2-on-1 situation.
Losing the control of the ball, the Razor Wave. Oh, the pass is good.
Great deflection.
What a save. That was so needed. Now the ball.
Here we go, Razor Wave.
What can you, this is good. He's putting the ball over the net and then keeping control of it and not allowing an easy shot. So, I mean, even though it was stolen from his hands, but he at least drained the clock a little bit and kept the ball away of the net in the dire situation.
Yeah, worst thing you can do as a defender is put the ball back on your side in the middle of the goal. And he was definitely preventing that from happening, whether it's up high or, nice little opportunity here as we go
Nice.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a little bit more aggression there if you're going right in the middle, but I understand why he did. He probably thought, hey, somebody's going to get to that for no reason. But it's one of those things where, dag them if you do, dag if you don't. So
Yep.
It's one of those situations.
Again, I mean, Gaston is still on the lead, so they don't have to, pressure things too much and get crazy.
Right.
So that's fine. I mean, they are putting the pressure, but not too wild, so that they lose control, and then it's an easy goal on their end. So right now, 40 seconds. They don't need to score. They need to keep the lead. However, Challenger now getting that clear. It's gonna be a pass, but well received by Razor Wave. He's gonna play with Wasp and XP, hitting the ball to Razor, involving everyone, but they missed. It was a great idea, but the execution missed by a little. However, another shot, and this time it was Egg is Walk that want to get the save, but not the control of the ball.
Yeah, here we go with 13 seconds left. Challenger's going to need something not miraculous, but something on goal at least to get things going. As we say that, Ekis Wax scores goal, ties it up. Hey, we got 6 seconds here. Anything can still happen. But, hey, nice tie up there. Nice way to come back for Challenger FC. A nice goal on there from Ekis Wack. As we said, Gaston pushing out a little bit too much, getting a little bit too aggressive in their own defensive zone, not keeping that at least one person back. That's communication.
Yeah, they sent 3 defenders to go for that ball, and all 3 missed. So that was, as you mentioned, communication. It wasn't there. It wasn't there. So we're going to overtime in this game, which I thought it was going to be an easy win by Gaston of looking up at the first minute of the match.
3-0 in the first minute.
But, dude, it is a banger of a game.
Yeah, and you're not going to see a countdown up that clock. No, that's just a count up because nobody cares about the time. It's all about who scores that first goal. So sudden death situation, first goal, it could happen the first second, it could happen the first 10 minutes, doesn't matter. As we almost have a goal right there, right in the first 20 seconds of overtime. That would have been impressive. But C4's taking the ball in. Nice centering job, and Racer Rave finishing off what they started in the first minute of the regular time. Gaston Early College just gave a little bit of hope. They said, no, we're going to finish you off in overtime here within 30 seconds. So nice win there for Gaston Early College. But again, Challenger FC, way to come back, way to not get down on yourself. You're down 3-0 in the first minute, but hey, this is Rocket League. Anything can happen. We saw it in the first game. It takes no time to score. If there's time on the clock, even if there's not, the ball's in the air, it's a goal.
Yeah.
So anything can happen in Rocket League if you're within a goal.
And that last goal was a little bit unfortunate. Ekis Walk was on the air. He was avoiding that shot to the net. He went for the 50. And then it landed right in front of the attacker. It was like, what else can you do, man?
Yep.
I mean, what else can you do? It's actually impossible to read that play, that 50, where it's going to go. So you tried your best. I mean, hats off to you guys because you never gave up. No. They kept playing hard. And you know what? They still have a chance here. Yeah. It is, I mean, it could go 3-0 if Gaston win this one. But they haven't won yet. So Challenger might go to Game 4 or I mean, who knows, maybe even Game 5. So
yeah, again, we're in Game 1 here of this Western Conference for the North Carolina Esports High School League here on VESL GG. We're going to get rolling with Game 3 of this first round matchup between Challenger Early College and Gaston Early College. So got a little bit of time here before we get that third game rolling. I guess they're taking a little bit of a break, just taking a little moment here, get some water, no big deal.
Do it.
So what do you think Challenger needs to come out? Do they need to come out firing or play a little bit more defense? Because we've seen both in the game. They scored 3 Gaston scored 3 in the second game. What do they need to do?
I think they gotta play hard. They gotta go swinging because when they were too defensive, XP was finding ways to open up the net, and get his way in. And Razor Raven, as well. So play, challenge things, get speedy and get the ball away from your opponent as fast as you can. Make him work for it, and that's what I think gave them that 3-0 run that allowed for the overtime. So when they were pushing, when they were putting the pressure, I think they did better than when they were just very shy and scared to come in.
Yeah, passive, I think is the word.
That works.
It is. It's we don't want to mess up, and at the same time, we don't want to do anything that's going to be risky. So we got to see a little something different here from Challenger FC in Game 3, or else they will be finished tonight, and it will be going home with Gaston Early College here in Game 3 of this first series tonight for the Western Conference. We appreciate you guys checking us out here on VESL GG. Again, this is the Western Conference coming to you live tonight.
First minute, no goal.
Yep.
I mean, the first minute of the previous match, we saw 4 goals basically. So
Right.
this is a change of pace. Quite a big change of pace.
But in the first game, we saw no goals until about 3.5 minutes in. So you
did
just don't.
Did you?
You don't.
First
Yep.
game?
You don't know what's going to happen with these two teams. We got a nice shot on goal there by Racer Rave. I know it was defended, but they were flying up there. It looked like that nose punch was coming right at them. Again, I have weird names for shots. That's what I call them.
Look, nose punch. I'm thinking it's gonna be a little bit messy, but that's fine. If it works
Yeah.
for you, it works for you.
Nice defense there from Works as he disallows that goal. I believe that was Racer Rave getting another shot on goal.
I like what Gaston is doing right now. You know, keeping the rotations very short. You see as XP, you know, it's there. He's
Yeah.
not allowing anyone from Challenger to catch on the ball and then move freely. A little bit of a collision there. I don't like that very much. And then that shot, it was well intended, but at the same time, you're just giving the ball away to the goal keeper, and that's not exactly what you want to do there. C-Force with the pass, and he knows that Razor Rave and XP both like to be in the air, so I like that pass a lot. Now, another opportunity for a pass. He actually goes for the shot, and this time around, Colin was able to get the save.
I keep seeing it again. Challenger FC is just going. They got 3 guys going for 1 ball. They really need to start communicating and not being, aggression's fine as we get a goal there from Ekka's Whack. You know, as I say that, of course, it's one of those situations where I start talking and the other team scores.
Scares.
Yeah, that's it. But that's what they were doing is they were going too many people at the ball. But in that situation, they stayed back. One person went for the ball, the other person was in the middle lane for the pass. Comes off the wall, and Ekka's Whack scores it there at the end. So
Right.
good to see the comeback here for Challenger. Let's see if they can't finish this game off, and we'll go to 2-1.
I like it. Challenger listening to the caster here.
That's it.
On time, and then
Paying attention.
doing the adjustments right on time. Oh, watch it
That
here.
was
This is
almost
scary.
an own goal.
Yeah, scary, super scary. He's gonna take the boost and now off the air, passing. The passing play, it was a little bit hard, but still manages to catch it. I mean, that was a great shot from XP, even though the pass was a little bit hard. And XP doesn't have anything on the tank, but you have seen him fly so often that you think that he's going to be able to hit that ball and make the pass regardless. You don't know if he got boots on the tank or not, so he's going to fake it anyways. Another shot this time around. Wow, what a save by Colin. Colin has been a beast on the goal line.
Yeah, and again, as a defensive player or goalie, whatever you want to call me, anytime you see that pass back right at goal, you get a little worried. You freak out a little bit, and you're just like, hey man, let's don't give me a heart attack right now, please. So glad to see they recovered from that because that could have been a bad situation. As we get down to almost 1 minute to go here in Game 3, again, Gaston Early College up 2 games. All they need is 3 to win. But they're up 2 games right now to 0 on Challenger. But Challenger in Game 3 is up 1-0, as you can see on our scoreboard. Our lovely little scoreboard at the top as we hit that 1 minute mark here in Game 3.
1 minute, as you mentioned, and it is Gaston putting all the pressure. They know that they have to play hard this time around. What a save, another save this time around. It was by Works who got the ball, and now with the boost, maybe a pass, maybe a self-play. He was going for the air dribble. He was knocked off, and now a shot on net, but Colin is back there. Colin is ready for any shot on the net that Gaston is able to put, forth. So another opportunity, and then Razor Rave. I thought he was going for the pass. Maybe, someone would have jumped and then help him out. Another shot, and what a save once more. Challenger is not allowing anything.
No, it's a fury of attack from Gaston as they're trying to finish this round off. But again, 14 seconds, got plenty of time to get something happening, but you got to get shots on goal, and it looks like Challenger might have survived the onslaught of shots there at the beginning. As we got a pass, a nice centering pass, great save there by Works to finish this round off. Congratulations, Challenger, for taking this round 3 victory. But that would have been, that was a great job. They ran the ball up the middle, passed it to the middle. There was a guy flying right there, but Challenger saw it all the way and finished off with a 1-0 win.
Challenger had 7 saves overall, and there were 8 shots from Gaston Early College. So they saved almost everything. Everything that needed to be saved, they were there saving it. And huge Works was there. He actually got 4. I thought it was Colin the one that wasn't getting more. Maybe sometimes the game doesn't they don't check all the things that we think are safe,
Right.
ourselves. But regardless, beautiful work on defense, and they only had one shot on the net, and that was the only goal. I was actually asking them to be more active on the offense,
Yep.
and no, I mean they decided to fall back, play defense, and that's what they got the win.
Well, I don't know if it was they chose to or they had to, because
Well,
I mean
true.
8 shots on goal
True.
and 7 of them had to be saved. That's luckily one of them didn't go in, because I mean it was only a 1-0 game. So that's, yes, great defense, but it was also great offense by Gaston,
Yep.
But to not get it in the net, kudos to Challenger for fending them off here in Game 3. But we're going to get Game 4 rolling, and we'll see where this one goes. We've seen a little bit of everything. So we'll see what Game 4 has in store between Gaston Early College and, again, Challenger Early College going at it.
All right, 5 minutes on the clock, and we got a series 2-1 for Gaston, but we saw Challenger just finding ways to get creative on defense, and whenever there was a chance, get the offense going on and get the goal. That one on the midfield, catch by XP, and C-Force very quickly going for that ball. He misses the pass.
Yep.
XP helps out a little bit. That one's going high. Works, wasting a lot of boost, but he actually needed to go for that ball. Yep. Avoid Gaston getting the ball and keep it rolling.
Yeah, that ball was sitting right in front of the goal, and as a goalie, again, when you got something floating in, it's better to be aggressive. Use a little boost. You got a couple different boost spots around you can recover. So get that ball out of there. Get it out of the middle, because the last thing you want is a ball like this floating in the middle right in front of your goal.
First minute, very quiet, as we have seen in 2 of the 3 games.
Shot on goal, nice defense there from Was as he gets another shot back. Two little shots here coming at you. Centering passes, not shots. More of a centering pass. Not real speed, not real a threat. But as we got a shot there, I couldn't see exactly who that was as Ekaswak is defending.
Eke did a great save, a little bit risky, but it was the right call. And I say risky because if you hit it wrong, then it follows straight into the center of the net, and it's gonna be an easy shot afterwards. But the way he did it, it saves a lot of boost and gives you a lot of time to actually go for the ball. So it doesn't seem like a high level play, but when you try it, you notice quite quickly that this is not easy. That's open. That's wide open.
Great shot by Works there to take Challenger EC and start that comeback again. Going up 1-0 here with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in round number 4. Again, Gaston Early College up 2-1 on Challenger. Challenger sneaks this one out. We're going to go to that Game 5 sudden death situation.
And you got to give credit to Eki's walk on that play, because he was the one challenging on the midfield and going for the ball and not allowing the easy clear for Gaston. So just keeping the ball there, and then Work saying, hey, if you do that, I'll be there to get the goal on net, because it's going to be wide open. And it worked beautifully. The communication on Challenger, much more on point than what we saw on games 1 and 2.
Right, yeah. Communication's been a huge factor in this mounted comeback here that we're seeing from Challenger.
Oh, no.
As they get a backwards goal, Racer Rave just putting the pressure on them. Gets an unlucky bounce for Challenger or EC as it kind of just goes off each one of them's car. Yeah. Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was
Collins trying to dribble it back in front of goal, and he puts a little bit of pressure on from Racer Rave, and it just Kareem's off, goes in. That's tough as we have a little bit of a.
And Eki's not moving.
Yeah. Might see a disconnection here. Hope not.
Nick.
Still not moving because he's only got 33 boosts. He's moving now.
Okay.
He's got 45. Yeah, there was one right in front of him, so I knew if that number went up at all, he's going to get some boost, or he's going to be fine.
He's back. He's back. I think he's been the most valuable player, MVP for Challenger FC so far. So you really need him on the clock. That's going to be a goal, open net goal for Razor Rave. Razor Rave, just get the ball away from everyone. That was a mess. That was a mess right there. How many cars from the orange team you see there, and he was able to just sneak in and get that goal.
We call that putting it up on a tee and pulling that big driver out and swinging it from midfield like that. One of the things, you got out of rotation. I know that not necessarily disconnect, but maybe it was lag or whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to blame it on that, but there was definitely they were caught off guard out of rotation and just could never recover, unfortunately. So got to play some good defense and also get another goal quickly. With 2 minutes left to go in this Game 4 situation, where Gaston Early College is going to be sending Challenger home with a loss.
Challenger should have gotten that second goal on that play, 10 seconds ago, and it didn't happen. That one stings. That one hurts. But I mean, you gotta brush it off and keep playing. That's gonna be a strong clear here. Not a shot on net, but a very good clear. It's gonna allow a few opportunities, and that's a shot. Oh, way too high. Couldn't get it on the net, and you see how it works is just waiting for the clear. Wisely done. XP with the shot. Oh, so close.
That was top 90, but that bar said, no, not that easy. I'm not letting you in quite yet. As they keep the pressure on here for Gaston Early College, as they're up 2-1 with, again, minute 20 to go. Challengers got to get moving. Got to get the ball on the other side. Can't keep it in your side if you're down a goal. Just can't. Nice shot there.
Oh, so close.
Yeah. Almost. Probably not giving him a shot on goal, but that was definitely a shot on goal because it made them think about it just for a second.
Yep. It did. C-Force now. The play, I mean, he was just trying to force something awkward on the defense. Oh, and it worked. It worked. Everyone was trying to hit that ball, get it away from the wall, and no one did. And C-Force that was still on the play. I mean, he did the random thing up in the air, but he kept himself on the play until he was able to get the pass, and then the goal for Gaston Early College.
Yeah, got 49 seconds here to get the game at least tied to get you to overtime. So need something quick here from Challenger FC if they want to keep their hopes alive tonight, or else we're going to see round 1 tonight for going to Gaston Early College. So we'll see what this last 30 seconds has in store as we put another one. We had 2 defenders go after one ball, both missed it.
30 seconds here. They need a strong clear. Not that. Something strong. Get it out away from that net. Finally, the ball flying away. 20 seconds. The clock keeps ticking. It's running down. Oh, no shot there. They should have been able to at least hit it towards the net. That was not the case, and this is it. Another open net. XP is not gonna miss that one. It's gonna be the 4th one for Gaston, and this seals the deal. It's gonna be a win for them. I mean, I don't think a miracle can do as much as give them 3 goals in only 7 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be tough. It could happen, but it would be a miracle, like you said. So we'll see right off the bat here if the ball. Yeah, not going to happen. So good game by both teams tonight. A couple good games. Took it to Game 4. Challenger definitely fighting back there in Game 2 and 3. Come back and at least challenge Gaston Early College. But Gaston Early College has had the pressure as we are, zeros on the clock, and still the sync might be off just a little bit. Yeah, sync must have been off. They just kept it in the air, and so good win. Gaston Early College getting round 1 taken with a score of 3-1. Congratulations to them. I don't know. Yeah, we will see them in another game here later on this evening between South Caldwell High School Challenger, and we'll also see Gaston again. So if you're fans of those teams, stick around. We're going to see some more games from them later on. So we're going to be rolling into Game 2 here, but give me your thoughts from that first round between Gaston and Challenger.
I got to say, GG's Spartans, they look good, but I think the thing that separates them from a Challenger was a little bit more cohesion in offense. They took the advantage whenever they had, those rotations were a little bit shorter, and they were not afraid of committing more often. And committing in a good way, not going 3 people for the same ball,
right,
but keeping the pressure and even playing without boost. Like sometimes you feel like, no, I gotta go back and get 100% boost. No, sometimes you can do a lot of damage with 12 in the tank,
right,
and that's enough. So one person in C-Force was one of the players that we see that he wasn't, scoring the whole time, but he was putting the pressure in. So I think that's the main thing for Gaston. As you see here, they got the win 3-1 against Challenger EC. We're still, showing the other games that we're going to be watching tonight. It's going to be Franklin High School against Caldwell Academy. Caldwell with a 1-1 record, and Franklin 3-0. I mean, they are clean so far and haven't seen a defeat. That's going to be, fun to watch. And then afterwards, Gaston again will play against Hibriten High School.
Yep. So we're going to be a good matchup tonight. We got a couple more after that. Challenger EC going against South Caldwell High School, and then to finish out the night, it's going to be Hibriten versus South Caldwell. So that's the slate we got going for you tonight to see what we're going to do. But we're going to be rolling into round 2 here between Franklin High School, Caldwell Academy here momentarily as we can get this Friday night Rocket League on VESL GG going for North Carolina High School esports. As we got game 1 going right now.
Caldwell Sciences Academy. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Franklin with the Panthers. Caldwell, I think it's 9th. I might be wrong about it.
I'm going to say 9. Yeah.
But in fact, I can get the information that would be great. So let's see. Wow. I mean, Franklin is that's no joke. That play is no joke. And you can see the composure that Big Gap was showing here in this play. I mean, he flew perfectly. He jumped perfectly off the wall, and then the hit was solid. That play shows me that guy has put a couple of thousand hours in the game at least.
Yeah, I've put a couple thousand hours, but I don't know if I can do that move either. But as we go, that's what we like to see. That's off the rip goal from Franklin. I want to say Franklin is the Panthers, maybe? Because it looks like a Panthers, yeah, Franklin Panthers going against the Caldwell Knights. So that's goal 2 here at 17 seconds into this game 1 best of 5 series between Franklin and Caldwell.
I'm looking at the names right now because I want to give everyone a little bit of a shout out, but this is tough. It is. So Zenith.
Would you like me to take it?
Zenith on the hill, probably maybe something like that.
Zenith on the hill. Yeah. Zenith was an old television company.
Well, yeah, I'm old enough for that one.
Yeah, they used to make those cabinet TVs.
Yeah.
Ghost. Ghost. And then Big Gav rounding out the Franklin Panthers as Big Gav gets a goal there, going up 3-0 early. Early. Minute in, 3-0 hat-trick.
That's a hat-trick for Gav.
That's pretty impressive. But he was assisted by Ghost.
I'm gonna hate my ears today if you keep doing that. But okay, that's fine. Keep doing it. No problem. On the other hand, on the night, who do we have here?
On the other side, we've got Petetra, and then we've got
let's Muncher.
Muncher. Yeah, we'll go Muncher 372. Thank you Muncher for that one. And then we've got little Usher action. 21011.
Lil Jon.
Lil Jon. I don't think it. As we get another goal from Big Gab, that is 4 goals in a minute, 13 seconds. Is that right? 23 seconds. I told you folks, I don't do math very well, so more of that. As we've got goal number 4 for Franklin. Caldwell just got to play a little defense here because it's getting out of hand a little early.
No, it is way out of hand. As soon as Big Gav decided to play, that was as soon as they had the goal, it's been Big Gav going, goal after goal after goal after goal. You can see the speed on this guy, and he is miles away from everyone else. Look at this. He's going for the dribble. I think he was going for maybe another hit, but just like that, he misses the first one. He steps back and hit it on the net, and 5 goals all for Big Gav.
Yeah, that is impressive. 5 goals, 2 minutes, 1 player. Not that Zenith and Ghost haven't helped out, but Big Gav definitely MVP right now of his team. Getting those 5 goals in the first 2 minutes of this match here.
They go, goes ahead. He has some skill too. I can see the way he's moving around, and he's been playing quite a bit as well. But definitely, Big Gav, no doubts about it. He's waiting now to see what Turner can do. Ghost saving that one. Might be a 1 goal. Oh no, he missed. Big Gav, where are you? You gotta pick up the scraps on that one. He did it.
Yeah, he was kind of waiting on him there. He didn't want to get in front of him and mess it up. But again, you're up 5 trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
Big Gav, a little dribble. Nice. Nice pass. Good defense there from Caldwell, keeping that ball out. Don't want to be mean, but that might be the first one that kept out tonight.
that was good. Anyways.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll be all right.
Another shot, and they keep it out.
There you go. Hey, that's it. Just got a streak going now.
They got gonna find offense, which is not happening whatsoever. Big gap with the control of the ball. He's going with the dribble, maybe over the attacker. Yes, the defender. That's gonna be the 6-1 for Franklin and number 6, número 6. But big gap, 25. That's a double hat trick.
What do you throw when you have a double hat trick?
Socks. I have no idea.
I've only got 2 socks. If he scores too many more goals, I'm gonna stop. 102-minute mark here in Game 1 of the Best of 5 series. Franklin really putting on a clinic here. Big Gav has scored 6. That's right, folks. 6 goals this evening. Had some assists from Dog Ghost and Zenith on the hill, but it has been the Ghost, as we see, is right now sitting in goal. That's a fantastic shot. As we're seeing Franklin just really put on this game.
Yeah, you see Gav now allowing Zenith to get down that hill and try to play some Rocket League. That was a great shot by
Tetra, yeah, that's great.
So, not on target. That ghost has been great at hitting the post. Super close, hitting it. Actually, it is harder to get the post than to actually put the ball on the net. You see the size?
Yeah.
You see the size difference? But the ghost has been able to do it very well.
Big Gav taking another shot at it. I'm interested to see how many shots on goal he does have for this match. But that is.
Gav?
Yeah. Well, he's got. Oh yeah, he does have 7. See that? Yeah, if you like what you see here on VESL GG, let us know what I can improve. I'd love to hear feedback from our fans.
They're gonna say improve on Valorant, and we're gonna say yes.
Yeah, we do. It's fine. It's Caldwell getting a little bit of offense here late. Don't call it a comeback. Tetra getting a goal. A little bit too late. Look at 6-1. But hey, you get 100 points for that. We'll go into the next game here in a few minutes.
It was a super quality goal. He got through big dab, and he got through that goal. So, two of the big guys from Franklin, and he was able to hit the ball into the net. That's a big thing. You should be proud about that.
In the waning seconds here, they score
Brazil.
another one. But it's Doug Ghost this time. Big Gav, sorry to end your streak there. Ghost said, hey, you're not the only one that can score this time.
He actually made the pass. So
Yeah,
I don't think he's mad about it.
No, it's probably
He's a big guy.
yeah. Always Big Gav.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Yes, I think.
Panthers didn't break a sweat. This was 1,000 points for
Pretty
Big
impressive.
Gav. I'm surprised. 8 shots, 4 for the Ghost. He was able to get 4 as well. The Ghost finally hit 1. I mean, it was deserved. He was doing his part of the work as well. What do you thinking?
I'm looking at the scoreboard here.
Uh-huh.
Big Gav had 1,000 points. Zenith on the Hill had 2.
Well, that means he hit the ball once. That's what it means.
And it wasn't first off the rip, because you get 10 points for that. So, hey, strategy be danged. It's 7-1. They don't care. Franklin winning that first round or first game in round 2.
You can do one more thing. You can add all the scores from everyone else, and 1,000 is still more than everyone else combined. The whole lobby.
Yeah, I'm not knocking anybody. I just you rarely see 1,000-pointer followed by a single-digit score.
True.
That's an impressive feat. And then you got the Ghost right there in the middle with 407.
Yeah.
So I mean,
He's
even things
hanging.
out. So we're gonna roll into game 2 between Franklin and Caldwell Sciences Academy here shortly. But all right, your Caldwell Sciences. What are you gonna do?
Enjoy the match. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to be brutally honest. Enjoy the match. Tetra had a great goal. Go for those, enjoy, try to do some things, but let's be honest here. There's a gap. And it's a big gap, as big as Big Gav.
A big Gav gap, we'll call it.
Yep.
That's what we can have him rename himself to Big Gav instead of Big Gav. So.
I think Big Gav is better.
Game 2 here. Here we go between again Franklin Panthers and the
Wait,
Caldwell.
but in all seriousness, do you have any other advice for Caldwell right now?
No, I think you hit it right on the head. On the head as we see Big Gap score within the first 11 seconds. Whew, yeah, enjoy the match. Just sit back and have fun.
I've been in this situation.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm in there.
I've played with some of the guys from South America that are pro, that are, on the ROCS level. They have been inches away, or I mean, not even inches away. They have qualified for pros. So I played with those guys. I'm not close by any means. I know what they're trying to do, but I don't have any skills whatsoever to actually stop them. What do? I learn from them. I get the opportunity. I see what they're doing, how they do it, and then if I can, put that into practice a little bit, then I'll try. But in one game, I'm not gonna be able to close that gap. It's impossible. So right now, I mean, just enjoy it. Look out. I mean, that shot was pretty high level. Was pretty good. The way he elevates the ball, he catches the ball first, put it on target, but then he finishes off over the defender. That was a pretty cool goal by Ghost.
Yeah, no, I get exactly what you're saying. I've played with some pretty high-level people, not quite professional level, but some very good players, and that's kind of the situation where, my mom used to tell me, make sure there's a filter before you get to your mouth. There's a filter for your brain. Well, unfortunately, that filter is now rendered into my brain, to my fingers, whenever I'm trying to press the right buttons on the controller or keyboard, depending on the game that I'm playing, and I can see what you're doing, and I know how to do what you're doing, but for whatever reason, it is not working for me because I'm not pressing the right combination. But the Ghost is, because the Ghost has 2 goals. The Ghost might be saying, hey, Big Gap, where you at, buddy?
Yeah,
you only got 1 goal this game. I've got 2.
1,000 what?
Yeah,
only
exactly.
One time. Yeah, only one time.
Let me show you how to score 1,000 points real quick as we go forward in game 2 here.
That's unfortunate. That one actually hit the post. And I was going to say, the Ghost was hitting the post quite frequently on game number 1. Not anymore. He is nailing down those shots, putting them on the net, making sure that they count. So 3-0. At least it is 3-0 with 3:30 on the clock. I mean, the clock is moving a little bit here, but a little bit. Oh, what a save! I mean, those are the things that you gotta celebrate, right? When you get a save like that, if you're Caldwell right now, celebrate it. I mean, feel proud about it, feel good about it. That was a hell of a save. Afterwards, then they come these guys and they're gonna ruin your party. Whatever, it's fine. Brush it off.
Listen, we talked about it. There is a gap. There's a little bit of a skill gap, but you have to be happy for, the positive things you got to take away. There's been many situations where, team's just better, and it is unfortunate. You got to take your lickings and move forward and figure out what you can get better from. And hey, Caldwell, this is not your only game. Actually, it might be your only game tonight.
Tonight.
That's okay. It's your only game tonight, but we got more to come. And again, Franklin has apparently done this to everybody because they're 3-0 on the season. So this is not anything new for them.
Well, actually, Big Gap disconnect. Oh, he came back. Okay. No, he didn't disconnect. He was a demoed. You can't demo Big Gap. I mean, that's also available in the tactics. So
yeah, it's a good strategy.
Yep.
Might be a little late starting that. Maybe we should have done that a little bit earlier, but that's okay. You got it now, so do it more. And put the ball in the net.
One thing I have people mistake, and it is not as easy as it looks, is demoing. So when you try to do it against a high-level player, it proves to be very difficult to read. The ball moves in one plane, two planes, if you want to be, up and down, and that's it. But when a car is moving in 3D, it's going up, down, left and right. So it's more difficult to read than the ball. The ball is hard to read sometimes. The car is even worse. So if you can practice with Big Gap right now and you can manage to get a few demos, that's a big win.
Work on your stick skills. Yep. I mean, that's legitimately what it is.
It took me 17 minutes to say one thing, but I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's taken. No, I'm not going to go there.
We got the time. Luckily, we got the time right now in this match.
We got under 2 minutes here in game 2 of round 2, again, between Franklin Panthers that are over the Caldwell Sciences Academy Knights. Castle seems to be crumbling down just a little bit here as Big Gav scores a third fourth goal, something like that. I got to see when the stats pop up here in just a second. But that is another goal from Franklin. Scored 7 in the first round, scored 6 in the second round. Let's see how far they can go.
He heard you. He heard you saying that the Ghost was better, you know.
Yeah.
By the way, Zenith with 72 points.
Hey, Zenith getting on the board a little bit more than last time. That is 70 points more than he had in game 1.
Yep.
With, again, 7 goals on his team, he has 70 points more than he did last time. Let that sit in as we see the Ghost having 3 goals, and if my math's correct, that means Big Gav's got 3 as well.
Yep, he does, indeed. So
that's 9 goals on the night. Oh yeah, that's another double hat trick. I told you, if we get any more hat tricks, I'm out of socks. I'm out of socks.
It's
nice shot by Big Gav, getting that pop off the ceiling right there. Again, to a downwards nose shot. I have no idea what the pros call it, but that is fantastic shot off the ceiling like that. That's called car control.
It is. And the power that he puts behind the ball. I told you from the beginning, you know, that the way he takes off the wall, it's very impressive. He keeps a lot of control of the car. I know that this guy, you know, he's been practicing for a while. 779 points so far. Let's see if he can make it to 1,000 once more. You know, it will be fun to see if he can do it. Maybe, you know, 2 more goals. What is it for you, Big Gav? What is it for you?
Yeah, exactly. Let's we're gonna put the challenge out there. Let's see what we can do.
He's not going for it. Nope.
No, he's not.
And the Ghost is, you know, again with dancing classes. So
yeah, he's back there just break dancing, and Zenith on the hill getting 2 points right there. Good to see. As 21-0-1-1. I don't even know what that would be. 2-1-0-1-1.
It's a goal. It's a goal.
Well, that's a goal, yes, but I'm wondering what the 2-1-0-1-1
zip code
would be. I guess it could be a zip code. I don't know. Is that zip code out there?
We can check.
That might be that zip code. Good call on that. That's a nice pull. Because, I mean, in North Carolina, you're in the 2s, so I think that might be right. Well, yeah, 2-1-0-1-1. Congratulations on the goal there late in this game to round 2.
It's not the zip code for that area. No, it is for Baltimore. Maybe he is from Maryland. Maybe he is. Who knows?
That's weird that it's. Oh, that's right. That makes sense. Anyways, that's our wonderful rambling as we see the Ghost scoring a little bit closer to Big Gav this time, but the Big Gav still taking the goal lead. 4 goals in this game versus 3 from the Ghost. So
now,
good.
You want to know what is 787?
What's that?
For? You know that's the score that Big Gav had on that one, but that's the area code for Puerto Rico. So
787.
yeah, there you go. He's Big Gav.
You only have 3? 3 digits, or is it
area code, not zip code?
Area code.
Area code. The phone.
So it's It's been a long day.
That's fine.
It's been a long day.
No. We're mixing things. We're talking about zip codes. Then I go with area codes, and you know it happens. It happens to everyone. But yeah, that's at 787. So I'm thinking that he's Gabriel. You know, just that way. He's representing. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. No,
we'll call it that. Sure. I don't know. We talked about this.
No idea. Might be Gavin.
If you've got the I don't know. I'll take the English broadcast. How about that? Let's just say it that way, because I told you I can count to 20. I can tell you yes. I can tell you no, and I can say things you don't want to hear on the air.
It's probably not Gavin. No, probably not Gabriel. It doesn't matter. But you know what? We got a 3rd game right now going into it, and to be honest with you, if I'm a betting man, I will say Franklin has no chance whatsoever. This is gonna be where Caldwell decides to go all in. They get 17 shots on the net. They're big. Well, I'm kidding.
I need to get your login for your betting, because we can do some stuff if that's your bet. If that's your bet here, yeah, we can take care of some things here as we get a goal within 11 seconds for Big Gav as he continues the onslaught.
Not surprised.
Yeah, not really surprised, but again, they're always different, and that one just happened to be banging it off of Fetetra. As Fetetra scores, it's not an own goal, it's just a deflection.
It was also the Ghost doing some handiwork, and keeping the ball in front of the net as well. So a little bit of of action, the back and forth that we have seen from this big duo. It is a big duo indeed. And now a pass. Zenith, do it.
Nice pass. That was a good pass by both of them. That's teamwork. That's them working on their stuff.
I want to see a goal from Zenith. They probably can set it up.
I would say they can set it up, but I would be shocked. Now that's a bet if Zenith is going to get over 100 in this game.
Well,
if he's got any saves, then he might. But here comes a save right now.
Wow!
Big Gav. That was impressive, using that goalpost as a friend there, because the ball has to fall all the way into the goal. It doesn't have to just get over across the line like football. It's like soccer and or hockey, where it's got to cross the line completely.
That's going to be a setup. That's going to be a setup here.
As
Where is
we get a demo.
Zenith? No Zenith in there.
Tetra might have an open goal here.
What a save.
Again, nice save by Big Gav, coming in there at the last second, getting his nose on it.
Big Gav saying, I'm going to get some points in this match, but it's not going to be only from goals,
Nice
oh, the
demo.
demo is good.
Great demo.
Zenith,
The ball sits in front.
Oh, he could have stolen that one. He just needed to jump a little bit and then steal the goal. That would have been it for Zenith.
Great defense there by Big Gav, playing on the player. Oh, Zenith's right there. Zenith's right there.
Well,
I got to know how many points he's got, because if he's got 100, I'm in trouble.
Well, I don't think he has been able to hit the ball that often. I mean, it's only a minute 30 here in this match, so.
Yeah, it's true. He's still got 3.5 minutes, and so does Caldwell. Caldwell's got 3.5 minutes to, again,
Yeah, my bets are not looking good. My wife is gonna kill me again. But Big Gav is looking good against 3 defenders. Doesn't matter. Easy work. It's gonna get the third one for Franklin. And
Is that another hat trick?
I think it is.
That is another hat trick. That's 3 hat tricks for Big Gav.
I've
lost so many articles of clothing right now, it's not even funny.
we don't want to see that. But
nobody wants to see that.
Shout
out my wife.
He has more than 3 hat tricks, but he has at least 1 in every single game.
Yeah, he does, because in the first game he had 6 points, so that means he had 2 hat tricks there. Well, that's 4 hat tricks already, and there's still 3 minutes to go in this game, so who knows what's going to happen. But for Tetra, getting that goal there, as you were going to say, talk to me about it.
No, he had good car control. He was able to hit the ball and get it, get the car. The car was floating. It was falling down, and he was able to land very well, which might seem very obvious, but it is not that easy in Rocket League. And then, hit the ball back and put it in the net. He couldn't get the save here, but it doesn't matter because, no one is stopping Big Gav in this lobby.
Yeah, Big Gav going on that second. He's trying to see if he can't get that double hat trick again. And I'm sure there's a name for that if you score 6 goals as opposed to 3 goals. Hat trick's the 3, but what 6 goals in a match is?
A bald trick.
A ball trick?
Yeah, bald. It's just bald.
Oh, because he's bald. Oh, dear.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Well, it could be.
If you're going the hat, I don't know what else you can use.
It makes sense. Maybe it's the toupee trick.
Toupee.
A toupee trick.
I like it because it's 2.
Yeah, it's 2.
You pay for it.
It's toupee. Yeah, there it is. You can't pay for it twice. Oh, man, the dad jokes are alive and well here tonight, folks. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
We were told that it's only a double hat trick. No fun in that. Toupee is
Boo!
Yeah.
Somebody needs to come up with a better name. Big Gav getting goal number 5 here. 2:15 left in this game. Trying to get that, I guess, the double hat trick. Boo! Think of better names than that. Come on, we got to have better names than that. Who invented that?
5 goals is what I need that written. I need lots of.
Producers are in our ear right now, telling us all kinds of fun stuff.
I like it. I like it. This is great. But a glut, just a glut. 5 goals.
I used to hear the word glutton for punishment. But other than that, I've never heard that word a day in my life. So it's also because I've never scored 5 goals. That's neither here nor there. Somebody that has, though, is Big Gav, not DeGhost. Big Gav has done it twice and is looking for a 6th goal again in Game 3, Round 2, Franklin versus Caldwell Sciences.
Things slowing down a little bit. I don't mind it. Just let the clock run, which I appreciate. Unless you're Caldwell. If you're Caldwell, go for it. You know,
Yeah,
try to
do your
get some
thing.
goals.
Do your
Go
thing.
ahead, go ahead.
Hey, who cares?
Enjoy it, enjoy it.
Have fun.
Once you're hitting the ball, well, you know, hit the ball. This is it. Trying to get a center. But it's definitely the better player here on Caldwell. He has been the most involved in the plays. But he, you know, he is having a hard time here between Big Gap and the Ghost. Also, Zenith, I mean, Zenith is there doing his thing, you know, touching the ball twice. That's going to be a goal for Fetetra. We were mentioning him the first time on the series that the Caldwell actually managed to get 2 goals in the game.
Yeah, Muncher, we got to work on that name a little bit before we be coming into these matches, because Fetetra is really showing you how to do it and score a couple goals for the Caldwell Sciences Academy. As we might get an early pinch, no, not quite. Late pinch, as we're 45 seconds left in this match. Again, Game 3, looking like Franklin going to take home the victory as they've done all season. This will move them to 4-0. This will move Caldwell Sciences Academy to 1-2 on the season.
Maybe goal? Ooh.
Yeah!
Goal.
Now, Muncher, let's think about this. If we fix that name, are you now going to be the lone person on your team with no goal? Or do you think if we fix that name, do you think it'll be changed up? Let's think about that. Something to think about. Might be the curse of the name.
Might be.
Something to think about.
Are you saying that Zenith also has to change the name?
No, Zenith's fine. Zenith
I agree.
Zenith scored 2 points in a match where his other teammate scored 1,000. What do you want him to do? Man scored. Tetra scores again. Hey, we're just not out of it. We're not out of this. Caldwell Sciences can maybe somebody's put the controller down.
Okay.
Maybe somebody's picked the controller up. Fetetra getting their 3rd. That's a hat trick for Fetetra.
Let's go. Okay, that's good. That's good. If I'm going to be critical, very critical on that play, seeing if you could have gotten for the bump. And we got a tied game. By the way, Muncher, not scoreless anymore. He got the goal.
Caldwell Sciences wins this game. Do you realize your bet hits?
This
is not a real bet, folks, but if it was, this is one of those where you'd be up and shirt off screaming.
It's like Holly Holm beating Ronda Rousey.
Yes. The most improbable thing. I mean, that is, anything can happen in Rocket League. That's all there is to it. This is Rocket League.
That's it. We're back into it.
The Ghost getting a nice goal there. Dribbling the ball off the wall, popping it up in the air, control with the car, nice little front flip, back flip as it scores the goal. It goes up 6-5 in Game 3 to take control. 10 seconds left though. Caldwell can come back. Anything can happen as they get the win on the face-off. Let's see if we get a return goal. Oh, just a little high.
Bit high, the goal is controlling the ball. He's gonna let it drop in. That's gonna be the 3rd win on the roll for Franklin. The Panthers roaring high. They roar, right? Yeah, they do roar. And another 1,000-point game for Big Gaff, showing that big guys can play indeed.
Zenith doubling his score from his first game.
From the first one, but
4 points. I love it.
That was unnecessary. That was really unnecessary. Anyways, what a showing by Big Gap. That was great, Rocket League from him, and just putting out there the presence that, hey guys, next time you face off against us, you gotta go through me, and if you do so, then you might have a chance. Otherwise, don't think about it.
Do you think he just drove around and stayed off the ball the whole time? On purpose? Yeah.
Like avoiding dodgeball?
You have to
try
to get 4 points. It's not you have to try to get 4 points.
I really don't want to talk about it. That's fine. Zenith, do you, okay? Do you. However you want to play that game.
So impressive.
Do you.
Good game. We're going to roll into a quick break here.
Let's watch the next matches that we have.
Oh, okay. We're going to roll the next ones.
Yeah. I think we got that one. Just here, the updated,
Gotcha. Okay.
schedule for today. So we saw Challenger not being able to do that well against Gaston. Gaston getting the win on that one. Franklin, easy work now, going 4-0 right now. And we're going to have next Gaston against Hibriten. We haven't seen Hibriten here on the stream ourselves.
Right.
But, they're going. It's both schools undefeated so far, so that's gonna be our next matchup. And we got 2 more after that one. It's gonna be Challenger EC against South Caldwell, and then once more Caldwell against Hibriten. So hopefully Hibriten can do very well now so we can see them, at the end for a big bang match against South Caldwell. But that's gonna be it for now. We're gonna take a little bit of a break, and short break, and then come back for the next match, which is gonna be Gaston against Hibriten. Don't go anywhere.
We switched it up on you.
Did we? Did we?
Yeah, I'm Chimago.
T-Phrase here.
Just joking around, folks. Welcome back.
They didn't notice. They didn't notice.
Nah,
they don't
there's
know.
no way. Yeah, there's no way that they can see me sitting on this chair. This chair looks like it's like a kid's chair compared to the couch does. Anyways,
But just like kids thinks, it works.
yeah, it's comfy.
It's
It's nice and comfy.
There you
But we're gonna get started here in just a few minutes. We are on week 2 of the North Carolina High School esports. And this is, again, my name's T-Phrase. We got Chimago here helping me out, and I'm helping him out on games that we love to call. I'd love to watch a little bit of Rocket League as we're in the Western North Carolina part tonight. We've got going up game 3 here is going to be Gaston Early College, which we saw them play in round 1, versus Hibriten, which is a new team. We haven't seen them play yet, but they have definitely, obviously they've played games, but we haven't seen them play yet.
I've been told they're good. I want to see it. I want to see how good they are. I mean, I don't have any proof. Just one guy telling me, hey, they're good.
The
Okay.
record's 3-0. That's all I know. 2-0.
Well, that's true. That's they're undefeated. I don't know, 3 or 2, whatever,
Something
but
like
yeah, undefeated. So it should be interesting to see. And there we got it. I mean, we got the schedule for today. So let's watch it real quick here. What we got going for the next match we got. You know, Gaston Early College. They got a 3-0 because they just beat Challenger easy and Hibriten the 2-0 so far. So very good record for both teams. Hibriten, you know, again, I've been told they're good. I haven't seen anything wrong with Gaston so far, so hopefully it's a good match. And then we got 2 more matches afterwards. It's going to be Challenger EC coming off a loss against South Caldwell, and South Caldwell, again, versus Hibriten. That's going to be our main match of the day. So we got the match ready right now. We got Gaston Early College, and we got Hibriten. They're ready. So let's get into the lobby and watch some Rocket League.
And here we go. Away we go with game 1 again of this best of 5 series. You win 3, you go home with a W. Neither one of these teams experiencing a loss this season, so going to be exciting to see exactly who is going to take away this victory between Gaston Early College and again Hibriten. So let's get a call out on some of these players here as we get C-Forced, which we saw in game 1, getting an early goal, but it looks like they've made one switch. They've got C-Force. We saw XP Was, WASD, I think, or Was, whatever it is. XP was in the first game, but now they've got an XP Kira.
Yep.
And then for Hibriten, you're going to have Masonator 300. Yeah, Masonator 300. Sir Alfred the G. I love that. One of my dogs, his name is Alfred, so it works out. And then we've got Rattly Tester 8. So there's that. Great names as XP Was D scores again, or excuse me, scores a second goal for Gaston Early College. Gaston Early College getting out to an early lead here, 40 seconds in, and it's 2-0.
Yeah. Still Alfred the Great, actually.
I love that.
The Great. That's the name. Yeah, the other player we had before, it was Racer Rave or something like that.
I
think it was the name, something like that. And now Kira is the one doing the sub for some reason, for whatever reason. So we shall see, Kira, how good or how much better it is, if anything, than the other player that we were watching before. Something weird here, Hibriten not being able to do a lot of offense. That's gonna be another goal for Wasp for XP. So things are not doing very well for Hibriten. Something is not clicking. Maybe I was told they were good. Maybe I was wrong.
Maybe Gaston's that much better. Who
Yeah.
knows? As Carol Reynolds says in the chat, go Gaston. Cheering on the team that is in the lead currently, but we are only 1 minute into this game. Plenty of time for Hibriten amount of comeback, but Gaston also is very easily. We saw them winning the game, in round 1 tonight. So they're not a slouch of a team by any means.
Sir Alfred missing the ball. It's going to be C-Force now catching that one. Going for the pass. He tries to go for himself, and no one hits it. XP with the mega fakes. I don't know why he was waiting for that long for that ball. It's like, it's like a fake, and I want people to fall for it, so I'm going to stay with it, stick with it with the fake until someone actually goes for the ball, and then I can say, "Ha, fake you." But that wasn't it. I mean, the juke never happened.
Right, yeah, he zigged when he should have zagged in that situation. Sir
Anyways.
Alfred taking another swing at it, but just not quite getting the hit on it. As we get a pinch into the corner, Hibriten on offense here. And quickly transitioning to defense.
I like the XP Wasp or WASAD.
Yeah.
He's still doing very well on offense for the team for Gaston.
WASD just clicked with me. Those are the letters on the
Yeah,
keypad.
on the keypad.
That
Yeah.
just clicked with me. I thought he was trying to say wasp or wasd or whatever, but now it's clicking. All right, I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. You're picking up the WASAD.
That's it.
Nice.
That's it.
I thought coming from Puerto Rico, and the thing with English when you are learning it while reading is that you don't hear the words, so you make up the words
Right.
yourself, right? And that's one that what I thought that there was like a sound that you make for that, wasp.
Yeah.
But there isn't, right? It's
No.
WASD, which
Yeah.
I think is lazy. It's like make a word for that. At this point, it's used so much that you should be able to use wasd or something. You should be able to say something, but no, WASAD.
Yeah, we like to use a lot of syllables.
That's fine, but at the same time, just get something.
Gaston Early College taking a 4-0 lead.
I'm sorry, it's like saying YOLO instead of YOLO.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. No, I get it for sure.
Anyway.
Anyway, no big deal. It's always interesting to learn about that kind of stuff, though, because you don't see that from that perspective. So that's an interesting point that I completely understand, actually.
Yeah.
As we got another shot on goal there for Gaston. Just didn't have enough mustard on it. Again, a minute and a half here left in this first
Flip
game.
reset. He got it.
What a nice little pass there in the middle. Just nobody able to connect at the end. Going to play a little bit of offense here from Rattly Tester 8. I think. I don't know how to. Let me see if I can figure that name out.
Figure it out. It's big now. You can see it.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking it's just Rattly Tester 8.
I think so. Yeah.
Getting a goal there for Hibriten, making it 4-1. Got plenty of time. We'll see what happens.
I want to see something from Masonator. I want to say that name loudly.
Masonator.
Masonator.
We've talked about Alfred. We've talked about Rattly Tester. Have not talked much about Masonator.
Yeah, I want to see it. Only 300. That's the thing. Like 3,000 will be in. Masonator 3,000.
That's it.
It feels like a RC control.
Yep.
A car.
No, I get it.
Very powerful. But they're
Get a
saying
little
that
pop there.
it is WASD. WASD. I don't know. I think it's WASD, but you do you. That's fine. That's fine. 30 seconds here on the clock, and it's gonna be XP once again. Trying to get the ball out of the way. C-Force catching that one. Hit. Up in the air. It's gonna be Wast hitting it to the midfield. Wast once more. He wanted to go for it, but the Masonator 300 was able to deny it and get the clear. So finally, Hibriten showing up something on the defensive end of the field, but it was a little bit too late. And I mean, a little bit of defense at the end. Nope. XP Wast is gonna get the 5th one, and I'm telling you, I'm still impressed with his offense. I think he's been very good on both, against Challenger and now against Hibriten. Still up there with a great level.
Yeah, you called it earlier in this match. You thought, he was playing well, and that looked good. And as we can see,
Wow.
828 points there. As we saw the previous matches, we had a couple of guys scoring 1,000 points. So 828, obviously no slouch as they get the win 5-1 here in this first game between Gaston Early College and Hibriten. Going to have, obviously, round 2 coming up here in just a few minutes. But let's talk about round 1 a little bit, game 1 between these two teams. What do you think the separator was for WASD versus this Hibriten team who didn't score too bad, just could never get one in the net?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, he isn't a wasp. He is a Nice. He's very present right now, doing everything, a little bit of everything. Going with 2 assists, going with 3 goals, 5 shots on the net. He is everywhere, and I said it before. He's one of those players that even when he doesn't have, or she, I mean, when they don't have any boost on the tank, they can be deadly because they go for the fakes, they try to make something happen, and probably good communication with the teammates. So the teammates know that they don't have anything on the tank, but they can react to that fake. So very powerful player so far, and I think it's a key for Gaston Early College.
Yeah, I see what you're looking at there, and just looking at the stats on the board, we've got 9 shots for Gaston Early College to 3 for Hibriten. So if I'm Hibriten, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to try to put more shots on goal, see if I can't get something to fall, because 3 shots during the entire match, you get 1 goal out of it. See if we can't get a few more of those, and you might be able to get it to fall and get it to go your way as we get game 2 started right now for the Hibriten Panthers versus the Gaston Early College. Not sure exactly what their mascot is. I don't know. I'll look that up and get that figured out for you.
C-Force, who was very, very good on the previous series that we saw. He was very good at setting up plays. And that's going to be, pass for Wasp, very close. Kira missing that one. C-Force is going to continue. He's going for the shot. It was denied by the defense of Hibriten. Masonator 300 hitting the ball. Maybe another hit, not quiet, and C-Force now going into the fast break, going for the shot. Another shot this time around was denied again, and Hibriten managing to at least being a presence on the defensive end, although hasn't been able to do much on the offensive end. That is going to be a goal by Wasp over two defenders, making it look easy. Look at the skills of these guys. He hit it once and then once more over two defenders, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, going up 1-0 there as Gaston Early College Spartans is going to be their mascot. So the Gaston Early College Spartans taking a 1-0 advantage over the Hibriten Panthers.
By the way, I think Challenger, no, Franklin was a Panther, so never mind. Yeah, so
we've had a bunch of Panthers tonight.
Bunch of Panthers, yeah.
A couple Panthers, couple Knights, couple different mascots getting some representation here on VESL GG on YouTube for the North Carolina High School as C-Force gets another goal for Gaston Early College, kind of pouring it on here early on in this match to go up 2-0 against Hibriten.
Easy goal. I mean, it all started again with Wasp. He was the one starting the action, went for the air dribble, make it look hard, make it weird, comfortable for the defense, and the word I was looking was awkward. Anyways, but yes, he was able to do so, and then it was it's a cleanup. It was C-Force just being able to push it through and get the goal. So. Yeah. We have seen, that duo again, very strong. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, hey, I might want to see these guys, go against Ghost and Big Gaff, and see how that matchup, ends up happening. We might see that eventually, right? We might see Caldwell against, Franklin against one of these teams, but it's not going to be tonight. At least it's not going to be tonight, but it will be fun to watch.
Gaston Early College again getting a third goal here against Hibriten. 3 minutes to go in this game 2, round 3 for our Western Conference tonight. Going up 3-0, just again pouring it on early. Hibriten just not getting shots on goal like we were hoping for in this game 2.
Yeah, Hibriten not being too bright, not having the sparks. Not being all that high as we expected them to be. At least me, I was expecting them to, bring on the fireworks.
Yeah, we heard they were good. They were undefeated.
Yeah, but it seems, it's one thing to be undefeated, and another thing is facing C-Force, like right there, seeing him, in action, all in flesh. Well, maybe not in flesh, but all pixels here against you. So 4-0, halfway through exactly of this match. Gaston Early College making easy work out of Hibriten. I don't know what to tell you. Right now at this point, it seems like it's a very steep hill to climb, and Hibriten, they don't have the 4x4 to actually do it.
Yeah, Gaston Early College, obviously they didn't get the memo that Hibriten was a pretty good team because they are not worried about it one bit. They're up 4-0. With one game under their belt, they win this one, and then they've got one more to finish off the night, and they will be the victors for this round 3 matchup. Wonder what the shot count is, because I'm looking at, it looks like WASD has 6 shots on goal for his team alone. So when we can get an opportunity to see that at some point here, I'll kind of keep a mental note as the players that we are seeing roll through. I'll try to see if I can't figure out a tally, because 6 goals that's a high level of shots, especially in Rocket League when they don't necessarily get you can have a shot on goal. It doesn't always count as a shot on goal.
By the way, I'm just gonna say this based on what I'm watching right now. I think Kira is the sub. I think the other player that we had, Racer Rave,
I believe it
Racer
was.
Rave or
Yeah.
something. I'm sorry if I'm not saying the name correctly, but I think it was a bit more high level than him. He was doing aerials and stuff like that as well. So it will be. I mean, it's impressive that they are actually doing this well with the sub. So and also I'm glad that they're actually giving the sub some play time here. Again, I'm assuming that Kira is a sub and not something else. But it is good to watch that that they're giving them some play time here and opportunity to develop, because it's not the same to play in ranked than play in the tournament. The nerves and everything else that comes with it. If you have play on a tournament yourself, you might understand what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, it's I mean, I don't have any way to describe it. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel it by yourself.
Yeah, it's definitely a different rush for sure, and there's definitely, like you said, the pressure of making sure that you don't make mistakes, but at the same time, whenever your number's called, that you hit the ball in the right spot. As we get down to 20 seconds here in this game 2 with Gaston Early College, looking like they're going to take home the victory and go up 2-0.
Come on, get up!
Hibriten.
Oh, that was a great setup. That was a great setup. Well, my only thing, maybe call it out for Kira a little bit earlier, but maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. Kira wasn't still able to notice. But C-Force getting the last one on the last second, just showing that they can do so. They actually didn't score anything on the later half of the match up until this point. They had the 4th goal at the 2:30-minute mark, 2.5-minute mark, and then this was the 5th one. So Gaston, for some reason, they didn't score that much. C-Force this time around was the force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Absolutely putting a shutout on Hibriten there in game 2, going 5-0 to go up 2-0 in the series. Again, best of 5 series. So they win this one, everybody goes home. They lose this one, we play again. So the more Rocket League, the better here on VESL GG. Again, we've got a few more games tonight coming out of the Western Conference, but right now Gaston Early College taking a 2-0 lead over the Hibriten.
Yeah, and in case you're wondering, what's going on here, what are the stakes? Where the teams are playing groups basically so far, and then after the first week of May, we're gonna be done with that, and we're gonna move on to probably some regionals or something, where we're gonna get the best of each group play together up until we have a champion at state level here, because this is the North Carolina Varsity Esports and STEM League. And we're doing this with Rocket League, we're doing this with Valorant, with Smash so far. We got a bunch of other esports going on the way as well. So, very, very busy time for the high schoolers, and we are ready for the action. So, it's going to be game number 3 between Gaston Early College, Hibriten, and again, in this time, you asked me before, what should a school that is not as strong as the other do in these situations? Just learn from it. Hibriten, take everything you can from this match. See what WAS is doing, what C-Force are doing, and how can you improve to be up to that level eventually, and try to do some things like that yourself.
Yeah, for me, it's if I'm Hibriten's coach, I'm going to tell him to throw the kitchen sink at it, which means basically shoot as many goals as you can as possible. Because last time last time this happened, they just didn't get any shots on. They had 2 shots on goal last game, and Gaston Early College had 11, or maybe even 12. I can't remember. But just need to get as many shots on goal as XP Kira come with a goal. And as we're seeing in chat, she is a great sub. Great job there, XP Kira coming in with a goal to get this game 3 started. Going up 1-0 again.
Look, every single time that I see a player that, again, is sub or something, that gets one of those goals, it's like they're trying. They are really trying to improve.
Yeah.
They are trying to be involved in the action, not just being there, for the sake of that's it. Like I'm another person here on this seat because they needed someone else. No, they're trying to improve and then maybe next year, whatever. I don't know if they're a senior or what, but be part of the team and help them improve, help to be part of the whole win here. So I'm glad to see that one. Really glad to see the teammates as well, giving opportunities here for Kira.
Absolutely. Some of the best programs in normal high school sports. Traditional, let's say that. Traditional high school sports, they have great teams that start young, freshman, sophomore. Obviously it goes up to junior and senior. So the more experience you have, the better off that person is going to be. So it's nice to see a team like Gaston Early College getting all of their people involved on their team, giving them the experience, because again, you can practice all you want, but until you're on the field or on the pitch, whichever it may be, if you don't have any experience and don't know exactly what to do, you better hope muscle memory is going to take over, but a lot of time experience will take today. As we see a nice dribble there from Seaforth to score the goal number 3, minute and a half into this third match.
Piggybacking on what you were saying, if you're playing ranked on Rocket League, they're gonna match you with people your level. So,
right.
Which is nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. But you gotta get used to these other 2 guys that are gonna be your teammates right on the field. So Wast and Seaforth are definitely a bit higher on rank. So if you're playing rank and that's it, and never play with them, you're not gonna get used to what they can do, and then it's gonna be all new to yourself, and you gotta get exposed to that, which is it goes both ways. It also goes to the opponents who are now trying to get used to that. For some reason, we lost one of the players, but Radley Tester decided, hey, I mean, it's an open end. I don't care if it's a 2v3. I'm getting that goal.
Yeah, getting on the board for Hibriten again. Throw goals at it, or throw shots at it, see what happens. And Gaston Early College got a little over-committed there, and Hibriten getting that goal to make it 3-1 here in Game 3. But yeah, I completely understand what you're saying there. If you're not quite as good, play with some better players, get an opportunity to play with some better players, and you're going to see what they do, and you're going to get an opportunity to learn. Because nobody starts this and is just the best. Everybody starts at 0. And you got to learn stuff. You got to experience things, especially a game like this where it's not a point and shoot or a tactics game.
Yeah.
This is, you have to react. You have to move the car. You have to move the ball. It's feel. There's a lot of different stuff involved in it. It's not just if I look at there and I click this button, it's going to happen. No, there's a lot of different angles and trajectories that can come off on a round ball. For this game, which is why I love Rocket League. There's so many parts to it. It's very skill based. It's not a lot of it's no pay for play or pay for win or any of that stuff, because none of that changes. So again, back to it. Hibriten struggling just a little bit here against Gaston Early College as they put in a 4th goal with 2.5 minutes to go, just past the halfway point of Game 3 in this best of 5 matchup.
Yep. Nothing like Rocket League. That's basically what you were saying. That there's nothing where you can transfer the skills back into this game on like a shooter or something. So what you're saying here is guys that are really putting their time into the game a lot. And Radley Tester is gonna get the second one. And it's weird that Hibriten is getting the goals now that they only have 2 players. When they had all 3, it wasn't the case. But now that they only have 2, it's seemingly working out better for them for some reason, which I really don't get. I really don't get. I don't think Gaston is playing any worse. I think something is working better for Hibriten so far.
Yeah, they seem to lose a player and they get some goals. So maybe it was a sacrifice situation where they had to sacrifice a player in order to.
We know what sacrifices. we just saw one here.
Yeah, we just had a piece of our set sacrifice itself onto his shoulder and onto my foot. So that was fun. But anyways, Hibriten getting that second goal to go up again, or excuse me, to get closer to evening the score against Gaston Early College. here in Game 3 alone as we're trying to rearrange our set just a little bit.
They don't have to know all of that. They don't have to.
It's fine. It's fine. We don't know what happened there. That was.
I know what happened.
You know what happened?
My elbow. Yeah.
Well, we did switch seats on everything, and we're not fully comfortable with where we're
I'm
at.
not used to it. That's it. That's it.
We may switch back after
I'm
this.
like a cat. I see something, I gotta drop it down. You know.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I hope you guys didn't hear too much of that, because that was it wasn't loud in our ear, but it could have been loud on the mic, so we apologize. But under a minute here in Game 3, looking like Gaston Early College is going to be victorious on this one. Plenty of time, plenty of opportunity, but just again not seeing the shots on goal for Hibriten that we're looking for to, just get a fury of something. Something's going to fall eventually, but just not seeing it.
Another pass here, maybe. Kita was trying. He was trying to read that play from Rocket League Tester. Masonator making contact with ball once more. One more?
Which one's your favorite name? Ghost or Masonator?
I go with Masonator.
All right.
Just because it hurts my
I understand that as XP Wasp puts in another goal, goal 5, pretty much sealing the deal here with 7 seconds left, and making it match point, if you will, because Gaston Early College, this will make their third win, so we will be looking at a 3-0 sweep for them against Hibriten, which, again, surprising. We heard Hibriten was good.
I thought so. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe
Gaston's just that much better.
Maybe it is. Well, 5-0. I believe that Gaston won this one handily. They're good. They're good. So far, I'm very impressed with them. They had their matchup against Challenger easy. They had their ups and downs, but finally, at the end, they decided, okay, so we can take it. They won the last game handily, and now here against Hibriten, they made it look easy. They made it look very easy.
Yeah.
At no point we thought, hey, they're gonna lose this. No,
Right.
every single time, it was either C-Force or Wasted or even Kita, making the goals, and even Hibriten had a few goals on when they had only 2 players, but it wasn't enough to make us concerned.
Yeah, no, not in the slightest. And we're seeing in chat, we love the communication in chat there between everybody. So good to see all the people coming out to check out the stream tonight. We appreciate everybody coming through. As Gaston Early College takes the win against Hibriten in our third round, we're going to get rolling here very shortly in round number 4, and we're going to see some teams that we've already seen tonight and one team that we haven't seen. So let's take a look at who's going to be up next in this round number 4 matchup for the Western Rocket League. It's going to be Challenger. We saw them in round 1. I believe they lost. Yeah, they lost to Gaston Early College.
It was a 3-1.
Yeah, South Caldwell is going to be facing them, and then we'll roll on to the Hibriten South Caldwell final match of the evening. But excited to see what we're going to get from Challenger as they get another opportunity, get another win. Yeah, they went down 2-1, but let's see if they can't make it 3-1.
Right. Maybe they can do it. I think they had some pretty good players. Ek Iswak was definitely the best player of the team, and then Works was there as well. Helping him out on the offense. Colin was a little bit more of a defender every single time, but I'm not bad. Now let's see. The roster from South Caldwell. Let's see how good they are. I haven't seen them.
Right.
So it's gonna be fun to see what they can do, but. Appreciate the people in the chat, and especially Was for telling us, my name is said this way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I appreciate that very much because as casters, sometimes we read the names and it's like whatever. We have no idea. But whenever you tell us something, we'll try to get there. So we're ready for the action. Let's get into the field. Challenger EC against South Caldwell High School. That's gonna be the next matchup, and we are ready to go. We got Brit. We got Maziano. I'm Maziano or Maziano?
I'm Aziano. I'm Aziano.
I'm A-Z-I-A-N-O.
We'll go with that.
No
Sure.
idea. This is one where I need help as well. And Venom. Too many numbers.
Yeah, so South Caldwell coming out with some cool names. Again, against the Challenger. We've seen them before. Ekazwak, Colin, and Works. So we can roll those off a little bit more. But I'm going to tell you what I love right now. Eric Itwack is wearing or using the SWAT van. I call it the blood red van because mine is red. It looks. Oh, we've got a couple people using the van
Red as well. Huh.
I love to see that. I love that hitbox. I love that van. It's big. It's strong. It's burly. It's a good time. Obviously, it's not a ton different than any other vehicle out there.
It's the Merc,
as Rocket League is, but it's a fun time. Challenger going up 1-0 early here. The first 40 seconds in on South Caldwell, getting that first goal to go up 1-0. Game one.
It was my first card when I started playing Rocket League. It was the Merc. The reason why, guys, is because I really don't like the Octane that much.
Nope.
And second, because I felt it had a bigger hitbox. So I'm saying I gotta save some goals, some shots because I'm getting scored too much. So let me go with the Merc. Right now, the Merc is doing the work. Ek is receiving that assist from Works and getting the second goal. So right now, Challenger, you know, they had trouble before, but we're getting understanding why. It seems like Challenger versus Gaston. You know, Gaston was a pretty good team before. So now that Challenger is here against South Caldwell, is like, well, I mean, we're gonna make it look easy.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand the sentiment of talking about your first car being the Merc because, you know, it's a bigger car. You're thinking bigger hitbox. I get that. I was a bigger guy. They put me in goal because they figured, you know, I'm going to cover up the goal more than most of these other skinnier guys. So.
Were they right?
Oh, no, they're not. I was terrible at soccer. Soccer was not my sport. But Challenger, it seems like Rocket League is their sport. They're going up 4-0 early. I mean, we are literally a minute in, 4-0, but hey, we have seen this before, where teams go up 4-0 and other teams come back, because this is Rocket League. Anything can happen. If there's time on the clock, goals can be scored. So let's see what we can do here, South Caldwell. Get some shots on goal, regroup. It's okay. You can come back. It's not the end of the world.
By the way, the changes, I mean, these guys changing car in between series and everything, it's very impressive. Usually Rocket League guys, they stick with it, with the car, you know. It's like, I like this one, this is the one that I'm going to be using. And everyone, I think, in South Caldwell decided to change cars.
It's completely different, yeah.
I'm sorry, Challenge.
It's completely different. They were using the Octane and maybe one Finnick, I believe, in that first round, and they have literally all switched completely to different cars. So I think that's I don't know the name of that one. It looks like an old 1970s Javelin, again, showing my age, or my car enthusiasm, whichever one you want to talk about. But yeah, this is it's interesting to see. Maybe that's all the change they needed.
Well, 4-0 right now, and Challenger, you know, they were very offensive before, not so much now. For some reason, whatever reason it is, Marciano, you know, hitting the ball and Colin going high. I mean, we saw Colin going more as a goalkeeper before, but right now he's involved in the offense. Was able to hit the ball, not on target, but you know, like I said before, it doesn't have to be on target every single time. As long as you keep it right on the net, then you're gonna have a chance to score afterwards, and that's exactly what happened on that fifth goal.
Channeling his inner Tim Howard there, being a goalie, getting a score for his team. For Challenger, excuse me, against this South Caldwell team. In game one of the best of 5 series, again, these teams come together. They'll play a little bit of a round robin tournament for the first couple weeks. Then we'll come together and going to have some sort of a competition challenge at the end there. But we are 5-0 in game one, round 4 tonight between Challenger and South Caldwell.
That's unfortunate.
5-1.
That's unfortunate.
That's one of those pinches, as you call it. It's
look at Colin. No.
Yeah.
And then you see the ball going blue. That like the tail that he has is blue. That means that Colin was the last one to actually make contact with the ball.
Exactly.
So Colin, next time, try to avoid that one. I see what you're trying to do. No. But that's a learning. That's a learning moment. Big learning moment. You gotta avoid those situations because more likely than not, it's going into your net. However, Colin decided to say, you know what, Caster, whatever your name is, sir, I got this. You know, I'm gonna make up for it. And yeah, he got that next goal. So yeah, you're forgiven.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I messed up, but I'll make it up to you, team. Don't worry. So he scores a goal there and makes it 6-1. Challenger as we are rolling into the 2-minute mark of game one here. Night 2, I guess you could consider, of Rocket League. It's week 2. Has been pretty interesting some decent matches, some high scoring. There's been some really high scores, really high a high number of points. So we like seeing it. We like seeing the action. Makes us have something to talk about, which is nice.
Yep.
So we appreciate it. And thank everybody for playing so far. And for the rest of the games we're going to see tonight, is we got a couple more slated. But again, game 1 here, 6-1, looking a little bit challenger heavy, if you will. South Caldwell need to pick it up just a little bit if they're going to have an opportunity this game 1.
Yeah, and you were mentioning, this is the second week here, but all the action, it is on our YouTube. You can find, going by the conference and check out the nights, and you can watch the VODs replays for Valorant, for Smash, for Rocket League, and it's gonna stay there. So, even if we're week 5 or whatever, you can go back and see the action. Especially if you're at school and you gotta face off with one of these teams, probably have a lot of information here on the VODs to go by and create some type of strategy against your opponents.
Absolutely, definitely an easy way to watch film, which I'm sure these folks do. I'm sure their coaches and stuff are having them sit down and watch different opportunities. Watch whether it's the team that they're playing against or even some of the professionals that are out there on YouTube that post their games. We love to see content. We love to see other people's strategies and different things, and then you got to obviously get in the gym, if you will, and play. Because again, this is a skill-based game. This is not always. We got rule 1 here. Oh, I was hoping for that. I was hoping for a rule 1 situation between Colin and Britt. If you don't know what rule 1 is, I'll kind of explain it here as this game ends. If the 2 cars come together and the front ends are touching, rule 1, it's an unwritten rule.
It is.
Don't move. Don't jump. Don't flip out of it. You're locked in. It's just one of those unfortunate things. Haven't seen that
or
yet.
Or fortunate. It could be fortunate.
Absolutely.
If I'm the least skilled player of my team and I'm able to lock with the most skilled player of the other team, it's a win for me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy with that trade-off. Let me be locked here, and then let the other guy be locked, and then it becomes a 2v2, and hopefully my team is better than the other one.
Yeah, it's not something you should go out and try to do by any means. I mean, you can try, I guess. It's pretty unsuccessful. It's more of in a slow situation, cars are turning around trying to jockey for position, and they just get locked up. And when they do, you get a roll 1 situation. It turns into a 2v2, and anytime you got that, more goals happen.
Let me tell you. Sometimes I've seen people try to do it on purpose.
Yeah.
With me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't respect that.
Exactly.
Like I'm gonna break it here.
Yeah.
But if it happens,
it's a natural occurrence, I'm with it.
That's fine. That's fine.
And that's why it's an unwritten rule. It's not a written rule in Rocket League. There's nowhere in the rule books to say you have to do this. Anywhere. It's an unwritten rule, and it's a respected rule. And I love those unwritten rules. Those kind of a respect to the game situation where you come locked up, you sit there, you hang out. But as we're looking at the scores here, Challenger just taking it to South Caldwell a little bit there, 6-1 as we had over 300 points scored by every person on Challenger and under 200 for all of South Caldwell. So need to get some shots on goal here in this game too, as we're going to get that rolling right now.
Yeah. And again, it's going to be a tough one here for the guys of South Caldwell, because I mean you just saw Challenger doing everything that they wanted to. You even still see Colin being more offensive, which is something that we didn't see as much against Gaston. Against Gaston, it was more like, I'm gonna stay here on the net because I don't want to inconvenience my teammates. But this is not the case now. I mean, it feels like, yeah, I can do whatever. I have the skills to hang out with this team. So
yeah, you say that, but South Caldwell has got the luck of the draw right now because Challenger is down a player. As Work scores, they are down a player, still go up 1-0. So we'll see if that player can't get to a reconnect before the end of this match. But again, Eck is down for whatever reason. We'll see if we can't get them reconnected here. But we're going to continue on. Plays will continue. That is a Rocket League standard. Even if you disconnect, play is going to go on. So it's 1-0 Challenger on South Caldwell.
That's going to be a goal. That's it. That's it. Britt was able to steal that ball. If you stop, if you break right there, at the midfield, it's like, dude, you're giving it away. You're completely giving it away. So Britt decided, hey, my car doesn't have any brakes. I'm going through with this. I'm going to put the ball in the net. It's unfortunate for you, but not for me. So please and thank you. Let's go. So Ek is back.
Yeah, it looks like Ekka's Whack is back. Do you like that? Ekka's Whack is back. That's the new album coming out from Run DMC this year. If you don't know who Run DMC is, ask your parents, talk with them, they'll know. Again, showing my age, it's fine. But we are evened up here, both on the scoreboard and with the players. 1-1 on the scoreboard, 3v3 as players. Cool thing about Rocket League, and we've seen this some nights in our tournament, you can have a 2v2, you can have a 1v1, you can have a 4v4.
No,
which is chaos. That is not fun.
Don't do it.
There's really low scoring games because it's almost impossible. But it's an option, and there's other types of leagues. So if you're interested in doing something like that, check the game out. It's a good time. There's multiple platforms you can play on. Free to play. So just go check it out. We'd love to see more teams out here. So if you're a team that doesn't have maybe some representation, let's get in touch with VESL, VESL GG at YouTube. We'll see what we can do for it.
That's going to be another goal here this time around by Ek is Whack 1, 2, 3. Actually, we got the 1, 2, 3 on the scoreboard. We got 1 for South Caldwell, 2 for Challenger, and then 3 minutes on the clock.
That's it. 1, 2, 3. Just like you said, we're going to be going game 2 here. Challengers up 1-0 on the scoreboard overall, and they're up in this game 2-1. So we've got a high flyer here as everybody floating over top of it as Britt scores the second goal right off the face-off again. Just that second touch that she's Britt's gotten has scored a second goal. That is
it's
Rocket
unlikely.
League is what it is.
Yeah. So I was not expecting that one to go in, but it did. So it shows you that sometimes all you gotta do is aim. Put it on target. Watch out here, Ricks with a shot. Oh, it's calling. They were calling him. They were calling from afar. They said, I'm gonna set it up, but it's on you, Ben. It's on you.
Yeah, that's a great play there. As what I would say to South Caldwell, in that scenario, you got to get in the air. You becoming an extension of the ground there, that gives too much time for that other player to get a redirect or, something like that. Get something set up. You got to get in the air there. Get your wheels off the ground. Try to play a little bit defense, just a little bit smarter, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you can't be too rooted on that one. You got to lift off and get something happening.
As the ball floats right in front of goal. Nice save there by Amaziano. I'm going to go with that.
Yep, me too.
Amaziano. Maybe it's Amaziano.
Amazing.
You are Amaziano. You are Amaziano. I don't know. Whatever. We'll go with that. As Challenger up 3-2 again. 2 minutes here coming up in game 2. Challenger up 1-0 again on the series. Works trying to get some dribbling going, but it's kind of ricocheted back as Colin just goes flying over the ball there. Nice little pass up over top of goal. Gets the double tap with his back wheels. We call that a bootay shot where I'm from. Works getting that goal. Going up 4-2. The bootay shot.
Respect. That was a clean double tap. So pretty good from Works. I'm still working on those myself.
Bootay.
No, not the bootay. Just the double tap.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were working on your bootay.
No,
I almost said that
that's a work in progress every single time at the gym. But
yeah, that's fine. No, yeah, I get the double shots for sure. As a pronounced goalie, I rarely shoot the ball. It is very rare.
You gotta get in there, man. You gotta get in there. Just attack.
You gotta understand. Some of the guys I play with, they're so aggressive. You gotta have me back there because they go for everything. So I just sit back in the back and hang out. It's fine.
Look, no. The best defense in Rocket League is keeping the ball away from your net.
Absolutely.
Just getting the ball away, stealing some boost, so they are starved, and then you gotta keep attacking. That's why I thought Gaston was so successful.
Yeah.
Because they are firm believers of that. They don't have to have someone way on the back the whole time.
No.
The midfield pressure that they put is good enough to not allow you to attack anytime soon. So okay. Now they're defending each other's shots. The guys from Challenger. So you know what? I'm not mad because they're allowing the clock to run. That's fine. Okay, well, they're having fun. Fine.
Yeah, but like you said, anytime you can get an individual that can score, it's a game changer because now you can have two guys playing one mid, one defense if need be, if you've got a team that's really aggressive. But if they're not, you've got a guy that can facilitate everything. So it's a real mix, and it depends on the player's skills. Again, skill-based game. Love to play games that are skill-based.
Yeah, especially at this level where not all the players are on the same level, and
Right.
that's super understandable because I mean it's a high school. You don't have a big pool of players for the most part, so you're gonna have to make strategies based on that. So you
Yeah.
got a player that is very well-rounded. You got another one, that understands maybe a little bit of flying, but not so much dribbling, or it's not there. And then the other person that might be quite new to the team. So how do you play it with that? What's gonna be your strategy? Do you give the ball? Do you want one person to hog the ball all over and be very what was the word, chaser,
Yeah.
being very ball chasing, or do you want to allow the other two guys to try to do something and then hopefully center the ball and get the good guy to actually attack? It's different strategies, and I wouldn't want to be a coach at this level. It's probably very challenging and very stressful to to come up with you got the pieces, but how do you put them together to make it work?
Yeah, again, the secret to success here for Challenger has been get everybody above 300 points. I know that doesn't always equate to a win, but as you can see, points means you've been active, and they were very active. 13 shots on goal to South Caldwell's 4 shots on goal. So in South Caldwell having 2 players in the double digits. So really need to get a little bit more active. South Caldwell get some shots on goal. Britt having those 2 goals right off the break there, or they themselves might have been under in double digits. So got to see some clawing back here from South Caldwell. You're not out of it. You got a game left to go to see if you can win this one, continue the streak. But it is sudden death time. It's time to make some changes, figure some things out.
Definitely. You got to do something now. It is now or never, at least for this series. So let's see if South Caldwell can do something about it. As mentioned before, Britt had a few goals themselves, but no one else have been able to do much offensively, which is the problem for South Caldwell. And works. Man, I thought that was gonna be off by a little bit, like way too high. But those shots from the wall are always super dangerous. Going for those 50-50s on the wall, you gotta have someone on the net to help you out, and sometimes even having someone there is not enough.
That's the beauty of the Octane. The Octanes are very, very good at those angled shots like that when it's coming off the wall. The cars I use, they've got a little bit higher hitbox, just barely, but it's enough to get that angle off. The Octanes are very good at stuff like that. So, or anything that's got a slanted nose, it's got that little bit lower of a hitbox, and it's getting that angle just right. So again, doesn't necessarily mean you got to have that car to win. It's the play style. Anybody can play however they'd like to, but in that situation, when you've got a shot like that, Octane is definitely a good choice.
By the way, calling changing cars. He's back. He's now on the Fennec. I like the decal though. I like the skin.
Yeah.
So pretty cool. But yeah,
I like that gold skin by Ekas Whack as well. Yeah, love to see that.
Yeah, they're changing cars left and right here. They had the Merc before and all that, and now back with more traditional or more seed cars, more used, whatever it is. Okay, but first minute here, only 1 goal so far for Challenger. A bit better of a start.
Yeah.
For South Caldwell defensively.
As you were mentioning the cars there, that's the one thing I love about Rocket League is the fact that yes, there's been some changes to cars, but the hitboxes for the most part haven't really changed. There's only a few of them in the game, but this game has inherently not changed from when it came out. There's been some updates here and there. There's been some fixes and things like that, just like any game goes through. But the core of the game is the same. You have a car, you have a ball, take that car, make that ball go in the hole. That's it. The flying and the boosting and all that's been there since day one. I love that about this game as Ekas Whack gets on the board again for a 2-0. The other thing I love about it is that there's not a learning curve. To an extent of where, you've never played this before, it was different back in this day, and those people that have been playing it for 10 years, like myself, or however long it's been, they have a certain way of playing, versus these new guys coming on, like we're saying, these high schoolers are coming on, they're playing the same exact game I've been playing this whole time. So as South Caldwell getting back on the board there, it's just nice to see that a game has the continuousness, for lack of a better term, that Rocket League has had.
And it's good to see Maziano getting that goal
Absolutely.
for South Caldwell, keeping it close, keeping it much closer than before. So that's definitely a win. And we were talking about, Britt was the only person to actually manage to get goals beforehand on game number 2. So now on game number 3, Maziano being involved in the offense. Love to see it. Watch out for X Walk. A great save by Maziano.
Yep.
Works up in the air. He's gonna hit it at once more. It's not on target, but he can, allow the teammates to go for that ball. It didn't happen. Too late on that one on the defense. Britt forced to hit that ball once. Now Maziano opportunity to another shot. Oh, that was a good opportunity. For some reason, Colin is not active whatsoever. He's just standing there in front of the net. Hopefully we can get him back on track, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. Haven't lost him yet, but well, it looks like haven't lost him, but he's not moving at all. Still got 33, so he hasn't moved since the beginning of this game.
Hey, Colin. We see you.
Hey, Colin. Hey, Colin. Hey, okay. As we go to the next player here, Venom, is their opportunity. Again, we're under 2 minutes here. South Caldwell, this is the closest they've been the entire match. As this is a game 3 kind of sudden death situation for them. Because if they lose this one, they are out of it. But Challenger holding on to a 2-1 lead.
Yo, Colin. Okay, he's back.
Colin's moving. Okay, he woke up. Had a momentary lapse there. It's fine. Big pass. Great shot.
Oof, that was
pass,
great.
shot.
Good call on you watching the pass, from the get-go. It was a strong push, and then Works was waiting for it. He was ready for it. That was, look at the speed of that shot on the net and everything else involved. That was a high-quality shot. At any level of Rocket League, that's a high-quality shot.
Yeah, that is the reason I kind of saw it is because that's what I like to do. I sit in the back of the goal and I come out early and I hit that thing across because my teammates are already up there. They got to go is put it in the air and redirect it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that's why when I say I play in goal, that's what I love to do. I love seeing shots like that. I call it the Peyton Manning to Marvin Harrison shot. Because it's a deep ball, they're flying down the field. It's a hard shot, and they're right there. All they got to do is put a little touch on it, and the ball, it's in there. It's a touchdown, for lack of a better term. So, love to see a shot like that. You can see it from a mile away if it's executed properly.
Well, 2-goal lead right now for Challenger, and they're trying. They're trying to keep possession of the ball, control of the ball. Britt is not allowing it. Britt now missing that ball. Works with a great dribble. Colin going for the bumps and Works once more. He doesn't want Colin into the action. So now Works by himself. Maybe a pinch on the ground. Not gonna happen. Venom was able to save it. Eck back into the action. One shot, but too wide. Britt trying to play as fast as they can with this little amount of time they have on the clock, and Venom with it was too wide. You gotta put it more to the right. It didn't happen. This is gonna be it. Only 10 seconds here. They need a miracle. They need something, a stroke of lightning, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Challenger will win this one. Not another goal, but it's a win. It is a win. So Challenger, having a bad start of the night, but finishing it very strong.
Yeah, finishing it 3-1. Again, not as high scoring in this game. Colin obviously didn't score as many points because he was kind of sitting still for about a minute or minute and a half in the game, but didn't matter. Challenger coming away with the W against South Caldwell, sweeping 3 games to 0. We've seen that a few times, but it's Rocket League. You can anything can happen. As we're going to get rolling here to our next game here in just a few minutes. We're going to take a quick break here in just a little bit. But let's recap what we've seen so far. Yeah. Talk about some of these games that we've seen tonight and see what's on the docket for this final game.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Challenger starting facing off Gaston, and it didn't go Challenger's way. They had a rough one. It was a close match. The 3-1 doesn't actually show you everything that happened in there, but Challenger was not able to pull through, so Gaston getting the win. Then Franklin, that was just a sweep, a sweep in all forms, and
22
whatever.
2 goals, I think, scored within 3 games.
Wow. So, you have a big gaff over there doing whatever they wanted. So Caldwell didn't do so well. Then Gaston facing off against Hibriten High School. And this time around, Gaston looking so much better, much stronger, showing you that Challenger was actually a good challenge for them early on the match. And just now we saw Challenger going against South Caldwell, and Challenger looking as strong as they could as well. So our next matchup is going to be Hibriten versus South Caldwell High School. Both of them having a loss tonight, no wins so far. But let's see. I mean, who will be able to break through that and get the win?
Well, both teams tonight came in with an undefeated schedule. They
Yep.
both went up against some good teams, some people that were just a little bit better than them. So now we're going to see them go against each other and see, key to it is if you got 2 matches in a night, win one of those 2 matches and, learn from what you did so you can eventually win both of the matches. So right now, if I'm their coach, I'm going to tell them, hey, let's go in. We got 1 match left. Forget about what happened earlier. We'll go back and watch that another day. Let's focus on this match ahead and let's get shots on goal at a furious pace and see what's going to fall in. But we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back in just a few minutes just to kind of settle things in before we get into our final match tonight between Hibriten and South Caldwell High School. Welcome back. It is game number 5. We switched it up on you again. Woo-hoo, I'm here. I'm there. I'm here. I'm there. We have got Hibriten going against South Caldwell. Game 5 or round 5, whatever you want to call it. We got a exciting matchup. Teams didn't do so hot in their first game tonight. Got a chance to come back and see if they can't figure it all out in this second game. So excited to see what we're going to get this action. Again, as we're recapping, as you see on the screen there, these are all the teams that have played so far this evening. Gaston Early College getting a couple victories. Franklin as well, taking it to Caldwell, getting the 21 or 22 goals scoring for them. And then game 4, we just got done, finished watching that right before the break. Challenger taking on South Caldwell, getting the win there. And so see if South Caldwell, they're hot. See if we can get them, keep them attacking, I guess you could say, as we go into game 5.
Well, the way I see it is that South Caldwell and Hibriten, they both got school tonight.
Yep.
Let's see who learned more. Okay, who's able to get more of the lessons and
like
then
it.
apply it right now. So let's get into the match. It's going to be the final one for us tonight. Hibriten against South Caldwell. We shall see if they remain with the same players. I think so. I think both teams have the same squads. We got Masonator, we got still Alfred the Great, we got Rattling Tester, and that's for Hibriten. And on South Caldwell, we got Brit, we got Maziano, and we got Venom. So right now, if I'm Hibriten, I'm gonna be paying close attention to Brit and Maziano. I think those two were the most offensive players from South Caldwell. On the other hand, to be honest with you, I think Radley. You think Alfred was?
Alfred was the pursuant for sure. Radley tried to get in there and had 1 goal, but I remember Alfred had 2 for sure. Masonator was a name we didn't mention a ton. So
we did, but not for the right reasons.
Right. Because you love that name.
I did. Yeah,
that's fine. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I mean, we've had some bad names tonight. We've had some great names tonight.
Yeah.
Like
we're looking at you, Muncher.
Ghost.
And Muncher. Yeah.
Muncher.
I mean that goes was fine.
We got to work. We almost had a rule 1 there. Man, if we'd had a rule 1.
Masonator on his back.
He's
actually getting that goal off his back.
Awesome.
Look at that guy. Look at this. Look at this. He said, "I'm not wasting any time going up front. Okay, I had to go 360 or 180, and then turn that way. And I mean, that's too much time. I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna keep going back. I got great control of the car. You know, I know how to look through the mirrors. That's fine. Or I got a camera, whatever. You know, whatever it is, he didn't need to go 180 and then hit the ball. He just got that goal off the back.
Just some absolutely raucous, rumpus action out there tonight. Getting the first goal with his rear end. A little bit of alliteration for you out there, folks. As we see Hibriten go up 1-0 against South Caldwell early in game 1.
By the way, that's the type of goals that I wanted to see from Masonator.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see the name, say the name.
Absolutely.
That's it. So I'm glad.
Hey, we didn't say the name often, in a positive light, other than the fact that we love the name much in that first game. So now seeing him come out with a score, and one of the coolest goals we've seen all night with just driving backwards. I mean, Toe Mater would be so proud of that goal right there because of rear view mirrors. But he didn't have any rear view mirrors. He just got a camera. That's right. I'm pulling that out of a long list of movies.
Yeah. Great movie, though. It is a great movie. Cars is amazing.
It's one of the best, for sure.
Yep. The first one is. I don't know what the other ones.
You don't like the other ones?
I don't think I'm one of the persons that animated movies. I only see the first one. For some reason, except Toy Story and Shrek.
Sure.
But other than that, usually it's
Well,
like
Toy Story and Shrek are definitely outliers as far as the Toy Story 3 was unbelievable. But anyways, we'll get off that subject for now. As we're back in Rocket League, as we're at the halfway point, and we get a goal out of Sir Alfred the Great, taking the commanding lead now, 2-0 over South Caldwell. But it's just halfway. South Caldwell, they can score 2 goals in this last 2.5 minutes, and we're not going to have any issues.
Is it me, or am I the only one that feels like holding a cup of tea when I say Sir Alfred the Great? You know?
I can see what you're saying there, Sir Alfred the Great. But again, Alfred is one of my dog's names.
So you don't see it.
That boy is the clumsiest as they get. I mean, poor guy. He's a little older. He's, he runs into stuff.
Ooh,
but he loves a good butt rub. So as Sir Alfred the Great there scores another goal, as I'm talking about my wonderful dog Alfred.
Well, that was a great pass by Bradley Tester over a few defenders and being able to just sneak the ball in the net. But I think about Alfred and I think about Batman. So
Sure. Yeah.
so
yeah,
that's why I'm going that way.
Yeah. No, I get that for sure. And to be honest with you, we have another dog in the family named Bruce Wayne because his ears look like Batman. So it's Alfred and Bruce Wayne. So I completely understand where you're coming from when we have the Alfred references there and the T, as we've got 3 goals to nothing here. South Caldwell, not the way you want to start this one out, but hey, it's game 1. There's still time left. Regroup, shots on goal, see what happens.
A little bit faster, Sir Alfred. When I say a little, I'm just, it is quite faster than everyone else. Bradley Tester making sure that one stays in the net. And I mean, again, the speed is you can measure the speed here. You can see it. It's not even close right now. He decided to go for the ball, just jump in the air. The reaction, it's more of the reaction time than speed itself.
That shot is one of these staples for the Finnick. That front nose is a very good hit box. Anything you're going to see that doesn't need a ton of height, just needs some power on it. The Finnick is very good at getting power on shots. As Britt kind of messes their teammate up a little bit as they were going for a shot there. But they're taking up the wall and trying to reset and see if they can't get back on offense.
Made him hit that ball 17 times before actually moving it.
We've all done that.
Yeah, it happens. Oh, the ball is on the net. That's going to be a goal for Masonator. Masonator 300 getting a second goal of the game for himself. 5-0 right now. Hibriten looking much better than South Caldwell. To be honest with you, I was not expecting this. I was expecting something a little bit closer, but not close whatsoever.
Yeah, this is kind of surprising. We've got a lot of high-scoring games again this evening, where it's just kind of like the wheels have come off for whatever reason. But Hibriten didn't show a ton of flashes of this high-scoring ability in this most recent game that we watched them play. But again, they're now playing against South Caldwell, different opponent, different game, different night. So not the same night, but it's a different game. And we're seeing that as they're up 5-0 with 20 seconds left. Going to need a miracle for South Caldwell to get this win for game 1 here. But again, best of 5 series is just fun. You can come back.
Well, they gotta learn from this situation right now. At least I think they can improve on the defense. Maybe not so much on the offense, but they are allowing a lot of goals and very close towards the net. That one was going to be another goal here. But, I mean, the clock said it is over, man. That's fine. 5 is good enough. A lot of shots from Hibriten. 6 shots, only one missed. No saves whatsoever for South Caldwell. And that's the part that is impressive to me, that you allow 6 shots and you were not able to get 1 save. That is big telling.
Yeah, I mean that's the story of the match right there. Is touches. You're just not touching the ball. Whenever the other team has whether it's a shot on goal, whether it's carrying it around or what, when you've got 2 guys that are in or 2 players that are in double digits and 1 player that's barely in triple digits, that means you're not touching it often. You don't have any stats on the board at all. So outside of a couple shots. So if I'm South Caldwell, you lost 5-0, yes, but it was really closer than that towards the middle of the game. It was only about 3-0. But I guarantee you touch the ball more, you start putting shots on goal, things are going to start falling for you because we saw it against Hibriten earlier tonight. So it's not like it's just this unsurmountable thing to happen. You can come back from this, but again, gonna need to see something a little different in game 2 if they're gonna expect a win.
And one of the players we mentioned was Maziano. I want that player to be more offensive, more on the ball, and he only has 62 points.
Yeah.
Points don't tell you the whole story of the game, but it does tell you a few things. 62 means that you're not being on the ball enough, and I think the team needs you to be one of those facilitators. Maybe not score everything, but facilitate to your teammates as well. So let's see if they get more involved in this game number 2. They do need to make a few changes because that 5-0 start, that's not it. That's not where you want to be.
Something you may want to think about too is take that ball to the air. South Caldwell. Put that ball up in the air a little bit more. See if you can't get some control, because right now on the ground it's not really working for you.
Yep.
Might need to elevate your game a little bit, elevate your car a little bit.
Because they're high. The Hibriten is high, so you gotta elevate as well. Okay.
That's it.
Play fire with fire. One thing, I mean, even if you don't fly too much, if you're not very aerial, you can still use the ball in the air to your advantage. Because if your opponents are not very aerial as well, just like Brit did right there, you hit it from the bottom. You don't flip on the ball. Just slide it, like a spatula. Right?
Yep,
You just
absolutely.
go hit it, bam, and it goes high, and you can use that to your advantage to put the ball, like loop the ball over your opponents.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to fly. It's just getting either the ball in the air or you in the air. Something's got to change as far as the level goes. So you got to do something differently. Hitting it square is just not quite working for you. So we got to change the level of either the ball or you, depending on the skills. So as we get a great shot there from Venom, again elevating, putting that ball in the air and having his nose tilted up as he flies to that ball, as we see right there. Nice little jump, nice angle on that as well.
But look at what happened. You elevate the ball and you force Sir Alfred to go high for the ball.
Exactly.
Now you're forcing your opponents to whiff. They didn't have control of the ball, and then you can go after that whiff and score. Well, I mean, excellent play by South Caldwell. Are they listening to us?
I hope so, because if they are, they're getting some great advice.
But they're putting it into practice like right now.
I know. I love to see it. I love seeing it. It's one of those things that makes me feel good as a caster, because it's like, hey, wait a second. What I'm saying, it's valid because it's working. One of the worst things you want to see is what you say, and then it turns around and be the opposite.
Nah.
We have never seen that on this channel. Not once, not no way, not no how. Again, thank you guys for watching so far on VESL GG. We're loving the action tonight for Rocket League out of the Western Conference. Game number 2, round 5 tonight between Hibriten and South Caldwell. This is our final match of the evening for us two. So sit back, enjoy, and see if South Caldwell can keep this lead and mount a comeback of some sort against the Hibriten team.
Okay, Venom doesn't have anything on attack, so it's going to take a while for him to get to the ball. Go for the boost, no for the ball. Okay, I see what you did there, Venom. Now hitting the ball, trying to make the defense happen, but no, somehow the ball sneaks through. I didn't think that was possible, to be honest with you. Like one,
Oh,
two,
he was too
three.
high.
But two players trying to hit the ball, and it's
Yeah.
like, nope. Vanishing
Interesting.
in their eyes. Maybe their windshields are, a bit dirty.
Yeah.
They gotta clean
Had some
them up.
dust on them,
Yeah.
something like that.
Few too many bugs.
Grass,
Yeah.
all kinds of things. We are on a soccer field.
Oh,
Great shot.
Alfred stealing that one. I mean, great shot is great indeed. Just being so fast, so speedy, and again, going back to the reaction time that we were mentioning on game number 1, he was there. As soon as he saw that Brit didn't have the best angle, he was on top of that ball, and he wasn't gonna take a no for an answer. He's like, I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna put it on the net, and it's a yes and yes.
Well, and that's the thing is when you talk about reaction time, it's the same thing I talked about with touches. Reaction times equals touches. It lets you control the ball, whether that's in the air, whether that's on the ground, whatever the case may be. You get to control it as best you can. Obviously, it's going to bounce around the way the ball bounces, but you get to dictate it a little bit more if you're the first one on the ball.
Marciano and Brave, both of them keeping the ball on the blue end zone. Sir Alfred now trying to get the clear. He does. That's going to be a pass for him. Oh,
Great
that's on the net.
If you could just get a little bit more
Yep.
on it, yeah.
Yep, a bit too weak, but it's still, great idea. And now a pinch here went too wide. However, that's not a great
Terrible
clear.
clearance.
No one was there to catch it from South Caldwell.
Anytime as a defender, if you're clearing the ball, the last thing you want to do is clear on that sidewall. That's going to kick straight back to you. If you can kick at an angle, that's fine. But when it's going to kick back right in the middle like that, that team is just going to be sitting there like a bunch of hungry sharks waiting for feeding time. Just watching that ball come float right back to the middle. And more than likely, your teammates are going to have no shot at defending them because they've just turned around because they were probably in the air trying to defend as well.
Yeah, unless the teammates and everyone is on the same page and communication. But otherwise, everything you're saying, it applies. I think you're right. So 1 minute here left on the clock, and Hibriten, after starting with a deficit, they have gotten the lead and not been willing to actually let it go by any means. So South Caldwell now has all the pressure in the world with them. Brit with the fakes, too many fakes here. Now shot straight into the net. And Brit, I understand the desperation, but at the same time, if you see two defenders on net, don't just slide it in. You gotta maybe use the height that we were mentioning before. Bringing the ball high, elevated, and then you might be able to go through the two defenders.
Yeah, change the level of the ball again. That's been the key. When I was learning is get that ball in the air, and then eventually you can learn how to play with the ball in the air, and keep them on their toes. As we get to 10 seconds left here for South Caldwell, see if they can't mount a comeback. Gonna need a shot on goal pretty quickly here. But again, the ball will stay in the air as we got a goal right here. Wow,
So
a little
close.
too high. That was almost perfect. As they keep it in the air, let's see if they can get something going here. This is gonna be a Oh, that's unfortunate for South Caldwell. But hey, better game. Better game. Just got to put it all together there. We got some better points. Again, Maziano, a little bit off the pace there still with the points, but the touches are better. You see more numbers all across the board. That is going to translate into wins eventually.
I think Maziano was trying to keep more control of the ball. He did have the assist, but at some plays, he was on the corner, hitting the ball, trying to make the center happen. It was more Hibriten's defense was very good this time around. They were not falling for any of those situations where the players on South Caldwell playing on that corner and getting the ball into the center. That didn't happen. It wasn't. It wasn't the case for Hibriten. They were not going to allow that. So. But much better. I think the communication was better. My problem with South Caldwell on game number 1 was the defense. They allowed 5 goals, and this time around only allowing 2, only allowing 4 shots, and also being able to defend some of those. Getting some actually allowing only 3 shots and saving one of those. Much improved. I think much improved.
Yeah, they outshot
Hibriten.
They outshot Hibriten in the last game,
That's
5 over 4. So they listened to us again. Not saying that we have all the answers, but we do. We know a little bit.
Yeah.
I know a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So let's see if we can't get into game 3 here. Just a few seconds. We're going to be waiting. But Hibriten taking on South Caldwell. Game 3. Hibriten up 2-0 overall. If they win this one, they're going home with a W. And South Caldwell going to come away tonight with 2 losses. So, got to do everything you can here. Fight as hard as you can. As we get a goal right off the rip there for Sir Alfred the Great. Just channeling that inner Batman spirit. Getting that first goal right all way. Kind of an unlucky bounce there, and it kind of landed right in front of his car. All he had to do was turn towards it. And again, with that Finnick, you're going to have a lot of power on that front end. So, 1-0 Hibriten as they take this lead early, 5 seconds in.
Wouldn't it be cool to see Sir Alfred playing with a Batmobile?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The Batmobile or play with a Batman. Venom evening up the score here. Venom 656544. A couple more digits, Venom, and we'll have your phone number. Appreciate that for you. South Caldwell evening the score 1-1. We're 15 minutes in, or 15 seconds in. It's like this game just got started. It's 0-0. Who cares? Wipe it off the board.
Well, Venom cares. He wants to have a few, goals on the pocket. Actually, Venom was the player that didn't have as many goals on the previous series that they had.
Right.
We didn't mention him as much as Brit and Maziano. And right now, it's been one of the players that are, scoring for South Caldwell. So I'm impressed. That's a good thing to see one of those players that were not standouts before to be standout right now.
Yeah, and you had a situation where you go down early, a goal already. Early in the game, you just come back and you literally 10 seconds later and tie it up. So it's basically 0-0 on the scoreboard for lack of a better term. So let's see if we can't get a goal for one of these teams here. It's sitting around the goal. I mean, we had a couple different options there as far as how that would go in, but nobody coming away with anything as we get another shot on goal. A little bit of a floater, just nobody there to take it the distance.
Somehow Caldwell survived that one. I thought it was going to be a goal by a Hibriten. they were not able to put the ball a little bit lower. They went too high.
Look at them all three sitting down there like a bunch of birds in mama's nest waiting to be fed. Spread out a little bit, get a rotation going. When you group up like that off the bottom and all three of you go for a ball, you are exposing your goal wide open. So maybe they have a different strategy. That's fine. That's their way of playing. I'm just, from experience, you don't want to be all three sitting underneath the goal waiting on it like a hungry shark.
Look at this. Oh, that was good. That was good. It was an opportunity to actually get the goal, but Mason Ader was able to get that save. Oh, that's open.
That's it.
Watch it. Oh my God, Venom with the second one for himself and for South Caldwell. A long shot, from downtown all over the place.
That was a pull shot.
It was a pull shot. Incredible, incredible.
I didn't see that. That was a pull shot. Great job there. Great teamwork as they were scoring in that. I did not see the pull shot coming. If you're not familiar with what a pull shot is, that is when, just like in pool, a player hits another car into the ball, and then the ball goes in as a result of that hit. So there was another team. I couldn't quite tell who it was. So Venom
It was Brit.
It was Brit.
Yep.
So Brit hit Venom into the ball, and that's what ended up scoring the goal. Oh, held my breath there for a second.
Yep.
Different strategy, but it worked out for him in the end.
This one is close. Oh, it's going to bounce back, and now someone from South Caldwell had an opportunity, but no. Rally Tester decided to get that out of the way. It's going to be another pass. Oh, maybe Sir Alfred got an opportunity, but no. Bastiano decided to get in the way and not allow the shot. Bastiano now with the opportunity to go for the center. He's taking his time. That's a good center. That's a very good center. Oh, no, the ball goes away.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. We're 2 minutes left in this game 3 here. South Caldwell with a lead, which would extend it to game 4, but they've got to hold on to it only with a 1-goal lead late in this game 3, last match of the evening. So I'm on the edge of my seat here with what we got action all over the place. We got they're communicating, they're moving, they're touching. This is what we're looking for. This is the most complete game we've seen out of South Caldwell so far.
Completely agree with you. And Hibriten is fighting, trying to find a way to say, well, I mean, I know you guys are enjoying this, but it's not going to last too much longer. But they are trying to actually set up something, but it's not working.
Nice
South
shot.
Caldwell stealing the ball, and this is why I'm telling you they're not being able to set up anything, because South Caldwell is being proactive now. They are in the midfield. They are having that presence, not being used to only defend back on the net, but having someone a little bit more up front. And that was a great shot from someone that we've been calling out for a while now, from Marciano. You gotta be there, you gotta score, and finally was able to do it for the team.
We talked about it. Touches, getting to the ball first, communication, all that matters. Changing the levels. They've done that this match, and the result is 3-1 with a minute left to play. So as we go into potentially game 4 here, as they score another one, almost sealing the situation. Not quite in Rocket League, as you know, we can score very quickly, but it is a 4-1. Great score there by Maziano. Almost another full shot by Venom there. But again, we've seen a complete game. They finish this one off. Let's see what they can do in game 4 if that comes about. But we're not sure. Hibriten still got a chance here. Just need to get on the board quickly.
45 seconds. I mean, they gotta get in the board very quickly here. In Hibriten, we said it before, they were a bit faster reacting, but that's not been the case on game number 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the clock is ticking. It's running down. It's running down. I'm not sure that they're gonna have a chance right now with the little that they have here.
30 seconds, 3 goals is tough.
It is very tough.
If it was 30 seconds and a face-off was happening right now, it's plausible. But when you're in rotation like this, it's going to take at least 8 to 10 seconds to score a goal. So you'd have to score basically, you would have had to score basically the 25 to 30 mark, or else you're going to not really have enough time to do it.
Well, we're going to have a win for South Caldwell, doing a lot of adjustments here on game number 3. They're listening. They used the air more, elevated the ball, had a lot more shots on the net, also the steals. That's something we don't see here, but they stole the ball on the midfield and created good opportunities, good breakaways for them. So
Yeah, it's not a quantitative number, the steals, but you're right. They controlled the pace, they controlled the ball, they controlled the shots, and eventually it worked out for them. But again, looking at the numbers here, Hibriten again with a high shot count, but they just weren't falling. What that tells me is one of two things. It's either they weren't hard enough, meaning they were getting to the ball before South Caldwell was getting to the ball before they really had a threat, or South Caldwell was playing a lot better defense. As we see, there was a 3-save differential there on South Caldwell's side. So great game from South Caldwell, bringing it back 4-1 to force a game 4 and see what happens. Again, points don't necessarily dictate the game, but we've seen it over and over again. The higher point total, the more than likely you're going to win the ball game, and it's an even spread. The more likely you are with an even spread of numbers as well as points, meaning assists, shots, goals, saves, all that. The even spread that we're looking for with value there, you don't want to see a bunch of zeros. And that's what we saw out of South Caldwell game 1. It was a bunch of zeros. There was 2 numbers that were filled in. So it's a completely different game. So game 4 getting started right now. Let's see what we got here. This action in our 5th round between Hibriten and South Caldwell.
I'm excited. I'm excited about this one. Let's see how it goes. Game number 4. And this could be anyone's game. You know, we saw game number 1, Hibriten dominating widely.
Nothing.
Game number 2, much closer. Hibriten won, but much closer.
I think it was 2-1.
I think so. So. Game number 3. Now South Caldwell was the one dominating the board.
As we get a shot on goal, little high,
was
little
close. High. But good one on Britt, hitting
There's
the ball.
Another one.
Oh, that's it.
Boom, that's in there from Sir Alfred the Great saying, I'm finishing this off right now. We're going to go ahead and get a goal 30 seconds in. We saw him back-to-back like that. Again, Finnick has got a great front shot. Gets a lot of power, gets the ball right up in the air, but just not quite as high as some of those other balls, and it just floats right in.
And we talk about elevating the ball, and you combine that with a good power on the ball. It was 65 miles per hour. That's speedy. That's speedy for Rocket League.
Especially from the other side of the map, basically. I mean, he was on the backside of the halfway line. But South Caldwell, again, answering the call. They're going to tie it up here 1-1. Just 10 seconds literally after that other goal was scored. 55 miles an hour on this goal, but you can see the power. He's right there beside the goal, flying fully boosted. It's only 55 miles an hour. The other goal was behind the halfway point, and it was 62. That's the speed we're talking about. When you elevate it and can get speed, it's very dangerous, which is why you see the Finnick used a lot.
Venom let that one go, but he turns back, and he is trying to control the action, not allowing the clear. That one sitting there on the midfield. It's going to be... wasn't Mason Nader the one to hit the ball.
I hadn't said that name in a little bit since he scored that goal.
Yeah, definitely. Going backwards. I mean, when he scores, they win. Okay?
Yes,
okay?
absolutely.
So Mason Nader, I mean, do with that one what you want. When you score, your team wins. Venom, the dribble was good. Open net now, but no one there close to actually go for the ball. Britt staying behind, and he's able to save that one. It was on target, but Britt was ready for it.
Yeah, Mason Nader having that goal with his rear end, if you will. In game 1 that they won 5-0, but the tables have turned a little bit. South Caldwell come back, and so we are now looking at a 2-1 situation overall, but we're in game 4 tied up, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Nobody really taken over. Been some more pressure, I think, from Hibriten this round than there was from South Caldwell, but we haven't seen anything as we got almost a shot on goal. Couldn't quite follow it up. Ran out of boost, I think. There.
But it was a great save by Mason Nader.
Yeah.
I gotta say that.
Oh, of course, of course. And that's a shot on goal. That's in there. Great shot by Rally Tester. Again, changing the level of the ball. You get that pop-up right there. Boom, pop, right there. From the backside. Love doing that flip. It's a nice little kick flip. Not kick flip, but front flip to get that ball in the back of the net. That's a hard shot because a lot of times when you're hitting it with the back of your car on a front flip, it's going to pop up in the air. So they timed that perfectly to not, as Rally Tester gets another one here, looking like, we said didn't have any kind of momentum. Nobody was really ahead. As I say that, Hibriten's gone up 2 goals.
And this is a tough one because when you are the defender, you want to be proactive, but usually what happens is when you are not used to the game too much, you don't know where the ball is going to bounce. So you stay on the net too long, waiting to see the bounce and reading the ball, and then your opponent is like right on the ball before you can react. So if you're the defender, you want to start being able to read those bounces off the ball, learning where it's going to fall down, what's going to be the angle, and then you can be more proactive and get the ball.
Oh!
Brit again on the midfield. Brit had been playing goalie for way too long, and this time decided, hey, I want to be part of the action. I had 2 goals before, so let me get one here. Sneaking in one through everyone in South Caldwell. Now only 1 goal difference here, deficit against Hibriten.
Hey, we're halfway point. This game is in no way over in any way, shape, or form. So South Caldwell need a couple goals here to keep to force game 5 as we get a shot on goal. Saves it with their right buttocks, if you will. As we see Rally Tester keeping it on the offensive side, they don't want that ball to get back. They want to keep the pressure on because South Caldwell is looming.
It's going to go over the net, over the goal. So Sir Alfred waiting to go back and get some boost. I like the idea, but he got bumped. That was not good communication. But that was a great idea from Sir Alfred to control the ball a little bit. Now has the opportunity to go for the ball. He went for the demo, but the ball had too much speed. If you shoot that ball a little bit slower, that you can, go past it and then get the demo, it would have been a goal.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of it. And 2, as a teammate, you're seeing your guy do that. You got to make a decision. You're either going up in the air to follow the ball, or you're going to turn around and go back because that team is getting ready to take it on the offensive. Because that ball is getting to that car's nose, and he's going to pop it straight up in the air.
Ooh, that's open net. Mason Nader has an open shot. He goes too high on the ball. Rally Tester waiting for it. Oh, he waited too long. Who's going to go? Sir Alfred way too wide as well. The pressure right now, it's been felt by Hibriten. I mean, they're on the lead, but they're trying to make things happen, and it's not working out for them.
We got a minute left here, folks, and South Caldwell hanging on by the skin of their teeth, basically, because they're down 1 goal with a minute to go, and if they lose this match, that is it for the evening. They will be going home with 2 losses in that column, and they started the evening with 0 losses in the column. So we gotta tighten up them bootstraps, I guess, if you will, if you're South Caldwell, and really dig deep, because you got to get a goal here within the next 40 seconds.
Wow, the shots have been coming, but Brit has been there like a brick wall, like a Brit wall.
There he is.
Right now. Another shot. Oh, it is on net. Brit 2019 getting the goal to tie the game with only 29 seconds here left on the clock.
Yep, so this is going to mean if nobody can get a goal here within the next 29 seconds, we're going to go into a sudden death situation. That'd be considered a double sudden death if South Caldwell, for South Caldwell, I mean, because they're going to have a sudden death goal and sudden death match, depending on if they win or lose. So exciting stuff here on the VESLGG at YouTube tonight. We are having a great time. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us this evening as we get this going. This excitement level is just it's having me at a loss for words.
5 seconds here. Ball up high. An opportunity for Maziano. Actually, no, he had to defend that one. So they let it fall. They let it drop. Overtime here on game number 4. And you mentioned it before, Hibriten scores, it's over. It is over. They get the win. They get the win in the series. If South Caldwell gets 1 more here, they force game number 5. We shall see what happens. Caldwell playing very well whenever Brady is in the attack.
Oh, there it
might
is.
happen. And Venom, 6'5", 6'5", 4'4". I got to read the name.
There you go, absolutely.
Getting that goal from way downtown.
Yeah, that sealed it for South Caldwell. They're going to force Game 5. Haven't seen a Game 5 tonight. Everything's in either 3 or 4. So it's exciting to see a round 5, do or die. 5 minutes of the best Rocket League you can play to get this final win for tonight. Scores are kind of even all the way around when I'm looking at it here. There's a little bit more for the South Caldwell, but I think that's because of saves. I think, or shots actually, and yeah, there's a few saves difference, but it's South Caldwell has completely changed their style of play from their first game. They lost 5-0 game 1. You look at that game and you're like, this is they're going home. This is over. This is done. What are we doing? We don't even need to play anything else.
Completely.
Here we go. We're going into game 5. They've got everybody kicking on all cylinders for the most part. I know Maziano didn't have a ton this game, but last game he was the belle of the ball. I think he had 2 goals and 1 assist or something like that. So we're going to go into game 5 here just in a few seconds. But right now, Game 5. What do you think? Who you got? I'm gonna take the opposite team.
Okay, so I think Hibriten, they need to put back Sir Alfred into the game, right? And if he does, then they have a chance. Otherwise, that's not gonna happen because I think he's the difference maker right now. So I'm gonna pick Hibriten.
Okay.
Thinking that Sir Alfred will be a factor right now on game number 5. Otherwise,
I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
In 2007, South Caldwell had a baseball pitcher that came out, and he was one of the best pitchers to ever play in the major leagues. I'm going to go with South Caldwell because I was at that game when I watched him pitch a no-hitter. So South Caldwell, channel your inner Madison Bumgarner. Show me what you got. Give me that W. I've got my money on you guys.
That will be a reverse sweep if they actually get the win here
Absolutely.
right now, which we haven't seen at all so far here in VESL. So let's see if they can do it. We got no favorites. It's like a friendly banter here and see what happens.
Yeah.
But it will be amazing if they manage to do the reverse sweep. The hype that these guys should be feeling right now is immense.
Yep. Again, we're going to be I'm on the edge of my seat right now as we speak, watching this game because you're right. South Caldwell was down 2-0. They had lost badly, and they've come back. They've won 2 straight, and we're in game 5 now, do or die situation. It's anybody's game. If I'm Hibriten, I'm going to go back and say, all right, what did we do differently? What is it that we're not doing this time? And if I'm South Caldwell, I'm going to say foot on the pedal, stay on their throats, let's win this ball game.
Yep. Marciano and I controlling the action. They were going for the pass within each other. You see Brit there is like face bombing. I'm gonna say here just in case because I don't know if something bad is gonna happen. No, Brit went for the challenge a little bit too early. That ball was scary. That net was wide open, but luckily for South Caldwell, no one was able to actually hit it and put it on net. Bradley Tesser now moving forward, pushing forward, trying to get the center. It didn't happen. Another center this time, but Bradley, how can this guy rotate so fast? I don't get it, but he is doing so. Now Alfred, opportunity. This is the guy that you need, that Hibriten needs. A shot on the net is on target. It is going to be Bradley Tesser getting the first one for Hibriten.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate play there for South Caldwell. Nice clearance, but he just didn't quite get the angle on it. Unfortunately, Hibriten was just sitting there waiting on it. Bradley Tesser saying, hey, watch this. I'm going to put it right in the net. And they had nobody left because they thought they were mounting an attack. But unfortunately, it just didn't go their way. Hibriten goes up 1-0. Hey, 2 minutes gone. You've got 3 minutes left. No big deal. Just buckle in, get you another goal here. Don't let another one go in that quickly. But that's tough. Bradley Tesser scoring the goal. And anytime you get that crosser right in front of goal like that, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a goal if you've got somebody flying at it.
And it saddens me to say this, but if Brett is not on the goal line, it seems like shots don't get saved, from South Caldwell.
Right.
But oh no! Wait! It worked! It worked! It actually worked! The bump worked. I thought it was it was a big mistake, but somehow it ended up working. Venom said, "Hey man, you're taking too long. I'm gonna hit you," and somehow that's going in.
Yeah, and there was a ricochet of shots there. I don't know exactly who hit it finally. Obviously the goal went to, I believe, Amaziano from the Venom pull shot, but then off of Rally Tester, who actually was ran into by Masonator, I believe. So there was a lot of action there, but either way, it helped score the goal for South Caldwell. But Hibriten said, hey, we're going to take that fluke. We're going to flush it because we're going to go ahead and score another goal here. Going up 3-1 as Rally Tester scores the 3rd goal, I believe, for his match.
A hat-trick.
Yeah, hat-trick in the final game, do or die. We call that a very, what's the word? Eye of the tiger situation.
Yeah, I was feeling it. Yeah,
winners want the ball at the end of the game.
I thought you might go with Rocky kind of
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That
But,
80s
by the way,
vibe.
talking about Rocky, the chat is asking about Rocky River. I don't know exactly what conference is Rocky River, but whichever CMS. So you can go into the VOD for today and check CMS here on VESL. We got every single one of the videos have in the title had the conference, and you can check for CMS and see if they they actually had a game today. I'm not sure. I don't have the schedule for CMS today here. But if they did, I mean, Rocket River is a hell of a team. I love watching them play.
Yeah, so we're in the Western Conference tonight. We do rotate casters and rotate conferences every once in a while. So we've got the Western Conference, but we appreciate you hanging out and watching this Western Conference as South Caldwell gets another goal. And hey, we're 2 minutes to go, only down one. There is opportunity amiss right here. So. Getting word too that Rocky River actually didn't play tonight. So
there you go.
if that's who you were wanting to watch, hey, now you get an opportunity to watch us. We'll
Yeah.
say hello. Come hang out with us for a little bit.
So there you go. I mean, it's not over yet, and the man of the hour. I mean, it's Phantom. Yeah, I mean, the guy that probably we didn't mention before the series, but it's been the person to keep South Caldwell here on track with an opportunity alive, basically, against Hibriten. So 100 seconds here left on the clock, and one goal game. This could go anywhere easily the way it's going right now.
Well, Bribret scored the tying goal in Game 4. Venom scored the winning goal in overtime to force Game 5. And Amaziano has scored as well all throughout. So it has been a team win for South Caldwell to get them there. But again, we are in Game 5, sudden death, minute 10 left to go, basically. And it is down one. You got to put everything you got into this if you're going to want a chance to either hit overtime or maybe get that fourth goal in the last waning seconds.
Marciano trying to steal that boost. He's trying to steal that boost. He couldn't get it. That's unfortunate. That was a good idea, but execution, well, kind of lucky. Anyway, 50 seconds here. The ball way high. I like that bump. I like the bump once more. Not allowing Brit to be on the ball. Oh, but they missed. Brit shot on net. Masonator 300 with the save once more. Powerful clear to force everyone from South Caldwell to actually go back, and an opportunity for Sir Alfred to go for the pass and shot the net. Rally Tester getting that goal, and I mean, I saw it a mile away. I knew it as soon as I saw Sir Alfred with the opportunity. I'm saying, I mean, Rally Tester is gonna either celebrate the goal from Sir Alfred or just make sure that the ball goes in and get that fourth goal.
Yeah, taking that two-goal lead here with 30 seconds. That is a mountain to climb here for South Caldwell. Looking like I'm going to be the ugly duckling of the ball this evening. Having my hopes for South Caldwell to get the victory. But got a little time as we get a bump. Here we go. It's going to finish that off. All right. All right, we are only down one. 14 seconds. This is Rocket League. Anything can happen.
Spicy. I mean, Brit going over everyone.
Yeah.
Didn't need to hit it again, but just to make sure that it goes in. Actually, it is a good strategy because you need every single second that you get. So it is good that they push forward and got it. And this is close. Watch it for Venom. Venom is right there on range, so the ball goes backwards. This is bad for South Caldwell right now. Good play by Riley Tester, just draining out the clock. The ball is still alive, but no, it goes to the ground. And Hibriten gets the win, and I'm telling you, much better game from Sir Alfred. He got 4 assists, no goals, but he was involved in every single goal from Hibriten.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see. My allegiance there was with South Caldwell as we chose, so I don't know. Maybe I owe you a water or something.
No, a pizza. No, I'm kidding.
Pizza. Okay.
By the way, no, just kidding, right? But it is very interesting that 4 shots from Hibriten. That's all they had. But they scored every single one of those.
All 4. Yeah, it's and that's the thing. Rocket League is not necessarily an accuracy. It's more of a timing and taking care of your opportunities. That's what they did every time they shot the ball. Every time they shot the ball, it was a great opportunity for them to score. And that's why we have a 4 shots, 4 goals win in the 5th game. Final game of the night tonight. Thank you to all the players for playing. We appreciate all the coaches for taking care of their team. As we're going to recap here the kind of last 5 matches that we had tonight. So, again, Challenger EC took on Gaston Early College. Gaston walked away with a win 3-1 there. Franklin High School with a big big onslaught of goals. I think 21, 22 goals, something like that. Scored against Caldwell Academy going 3-0. And then we got to see Gaston Early College again, but a completely different team. They were playing against a different team, Hibriten, and Gaston Early College took it to them, sweeping 3-0. As we rolled into Game 4, it was Challenger EC again versus South Caldwell, who we just watched, and Challenger EC getting that 3-0 victory. And then we just watched the electrifying match between Hibriten and South Caldwell. South Caldwell coming almost all the way back, but unfortunately they did drop a final game to Hibriten there. So congratulations to Hibriten at the end of the night. Talk to me. How do you feel about this evening's matchups?
I love it. I mean, the first game was a banger. I love it that we started with Challenger FC, EC, I'm sorry, in Gaston. Those two schools were very even. It was great. We saw them afterwards, getting a few very solid wins afterwards against the teams that we just saw, Hibrite and South Caldwell. Although they, Hibrite and South Caldwell didn't do so well in their previous matches.
Sure.
On the last one, it was fireworks. I mean, it was great. Once they had a team up on the same level as theirs, the things, I mean, everything changed completely, and we just have a very good match to finish up the stream. So I'm glad that we were able, to put it this way, see it work this way, and I'm excited about next week. We gotta do it all over again, and keep going at it, and seeing how these schools progress. Because I mean, I think they're learning. Week by week, they're getting.
They're listening to us. They're learning.
Sure, for sure.
No, we like I said, this has been a great week number 2 here in the Western Conference. So we are going to be looking ahead in the coming days. Going to take a couple days off. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be coming back around to you here on VESL GG on YouTube. It's going to be Valorant again on Wednesday. Super Smash Brothers on Thursday, and again back with some Rocket League next Friday. So we appreciate you hanging out with us. Come by, say hello anytime. If you got any other videos you want to see or watch, VESL GG's got a huge library of opportunities. If maybe your team wasn't in there tonight and you want to see them in there, contact us. We'll get it figured out, and we'll see what we can do for you. So we appreciate you coming tonight and hanging out. This is T. Frey signing off.
Chamaco saying goodbye. Until
We'll
next
see
week.
you guys next week.